For real? Oh, no. Let's go.
Boston,
State of OH today. In Berkeley, California. You got it. This one's for three. AJ Hawk, $5,000. USA, USA, USA.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pig!
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to gorgeous Scottsdale, Arizona. the home of the San Francisco Giants baseball training facility. We're live now.
Sports
Are happening all around us, and obviously we are a football outfit, but how could we not celebrate the next opportunity for the United States of America to dominate the world in sport? That's right, the World Baseball Classic throws its first pitch for the United States team on Friday, as Team USA will take on Brazil, then Great Britain, then Mexico, then Italy, and a bunch of games down in Houston, and that's our pool. Japan's over in Japan. There's some in San Juan, and when all the boys gather, what we're looking to do is showcase that this is still America's pastime. For those that don't know, the World Baseball Classic came to be in 2006. MLB kind of pieced it together. You know, we saw the NHL do the Four Nations and everybody loved it. Well, in 2006, MLB said we need some sort of international event because baseball was no longer a part of the Olympics, was not a part of the Olympics. What has happened since then? Well, it's been a nice battle, a joust of different countries, and with Japan becoming this powerhouse that they are in beating us just 2 years ago, whenever Shohei Ohtani struck out Mike Trout in the 9th inning to secure a dub for Japan. Team USA woke up. Team USA was much better because all of a sudden the actual American baseball players, the players that are at the top of what we have, said, you know what? We're not letting that happen again. So now who do we got? Oh, I don't know. Aaron Judge.
What?
Captain America is here. Paul Skenes is the ace. Then you got Bryce Harper playing, and it's Kyle Raleigh, Tarek Skubal, you name it. All of our guys signed up and said, we're not losing anymore. This is America's pastime. And I believe that here in just a few weeks, as this Japan team with Shohei and so much superstardom and a country behind him and a love of baseball that has certainly helped our sport and certainly helped MLB. I've talked about this numerous times. I did not grow up playing baseball. I can't even really hold bat. Throwing a baseball is a little bit difficult for me. I could throw a football. Baseball is vastly different. Every once in a while, I kind of hang on. It goes a different way. But whenever Team USA is taking on the world, everybody gets excited. And that's what we think is about to happen. March 17th will be the finals for this. But over the next few weeks, I think the excitement for this will grow. I think as Team USA and these boys take this diamond, I think our entire country will rally behind them, just like they did with the hockey team. And who's the foe? Well, in hockey, it's Canada. We beat their ass, didn't we? Women and men. In baseball, it's Japan. All eyes are on Shohei and the boys. But don't let the Dominican Republic get hot.
That's right.
Don't let Cuba start doing their thing. Venezuela's got a team that's ready to roll. Whoa. And we are excited and lucky that they invited us out here and that we're going to be chit-chatting with a lot of the boys from Team USA as they have their first day of training camp basically here out in gorgeous Cactus League home, Arizona. Now, 15 teams use this area as their spring training. We are currently at the San Francisco Giants baseball training facility. All of their stuff is handled here year-round. It's called Papago, and as you kind of spin and see the beautiful views of the desert out here in Arizona, which once again, I'd like to say, I love this place. That right there is the Papago Buttes, those rocks that you see. And although they might look fake, like something you put in your yard to kind of cover an electrical outlet or something, they are very real. And what else is going to be very real? The competition of the boys. Team USA wants to win bad, and so does everybody else. It's a beautiful thing, and we thank them for it. We'll be talking to Aaron Judge today, Bryce Harper, Paul Skenes, Clayton Kershaw, Scott Boras. Oh, yeah, Adam Schefter will join in about 10 minutes because there's a lot of news coming out of the Combine, and there's a lot of situations that are happening around the NFL as franchise tag deadline is tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and there's trades taking place for people to move salary cap and rebuild their entire team for next year. It's a wonderful time to be alive. We can't thank you enough for allowing us to do this for a living. I got a little air conditioning down here because it's like 95 degrees out here in Arizona. It was a welcomed addition to our life. We enjoyed this place yesterday pretty good.
Certainly.
We're rolling around with A.Q. Shipley, who's a member of the Illuminati out here called the Thunderbirds. I guess Thunderbirds are a group of young professionals who own everything in this town. And we went and saw all their places yesterday.
Right. We did.
When I left the hotel at about 10:30 a.m., just trying to go get some brunch. I'm going to go pound the pavement a little bit, just see what we got going on. One thing leads to another. It's 10:30 p.m. all of a sudden. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're 2 hours behind. That's 12:30. I got a show tomorrow. I got to get home. A.Q. Shipley and the Thunderbirds go, we got one more place to go. I'm like, I do not. Get me the hell out of here. One more spot. I end up in a guy's basement.
Sure.
That's kind of like a thing that happens out here.
Yeah, wrestling and fighting? Like
no, wrestling and fighting. There was just a lot of energy being presented to me in one different part because I was so tired. They say, hey, you need a little energy. Bang. I go, you might get the notion that I'm into the snow, but I'm floating, bud. That is a little bit different around here, but it was spectacular, and we're lucky to be here. It's not just me, obviously. The Toxic Table is here in full force at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Ty, baseball's epic. Obviously, you were an all-star this last year. You had the full kit and caboodle. We got a chance to intro the guys at the Home Run Derby and meet everybody. Feels like baseball does appreciate us because our program's on clubhouse, the outhouse, the clubhouse, and it's a great group of lads. And this World Baseball Classic, I don't know if anybody really recognizes outside of the baseball world, this is going to be the talk of the town over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. And like you mentioned it, I think it just helps with everything that just happened with both the women's and men's hockey team. Like American pride right now, for some people, is at an all-time high. So like you got invested in this a couple years ago when we kind of got down to the final rounds, and it was like, hey, we're trying to win a title here against a different country. But at the time, it really wasn't now we certainly had a lot of good players, but the team we have fielded this year, we got 30 guys, 65 total all-star appearances. Like, this is the first time in the history of this tournament that I think all of the best players in the world that are from the U.S. said, hey, okay, we're not losing again. Let's come in and let's win. And like you said, I mean, I think this is a great event.
Yeah, and great event is just Connor's face right now. So you're a lefty, obviously. You're not taking a fastball to the face. That's what just happened there?
Bingo, yeah, I'm lefty. I'm always ready. I mean, that's the thing about USA. We all want to represent it. That's why this thing means so much. I'm ready. We played a couple, throws, a long toss. I don't know about my long toss per se, but I'm going to give it my all. And if I need to get in the batter's box and take one off the chin, I will. If they want me to take this off, just to take one to the grill, Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, I will. I am ready for this. This is a very exciting thing, especially in the offseason. Anytime we're wearing jerseys that say USA on it, it just brings more juice, heat, energy. Pumped to be here.
Yeah, we're pumped to have you. You had a great day yesterday. He just wrapped. He decided to do a fast when he flew out here.
Yeah, Saturday rolled into Sunday. I was ready to eat on the plane. Plane doesn't have any food for me. I'm like, all right, I guess we're going to keep this thing going until this morning. It was a good time, though. I feel great. You are supposed to do this, I think.
Connor just did a 70-hour fast coming into Arizona. Phenomenal work, honestly. I was very proud of your discipline. 9-year NFL vet, host of Everything DB, Good D, Bad D. Darius J. Butler's back. Good to see you, D-Bugs.
Great to be back.
I love watching you with your family. Like seeing you guys catch up here in the equestrian family now. You obviously got some golfing family, shit-talking family. We love you.
Hobbies.
We miss you. Obviously, we had a great time at the Combine. We'll dive into that here in a matter of moments. Anytime we get a chance to do something like that, it does feel special. Yeah. We're just walking around here at San Francisco Giants baseball training facility. All their dudes are out here. Yeah. Bryce Harper bumps into us while we're walking out here. It just feels bigger, feels special, and I'm happy I get a chance to kind of see what it is, boots on the ground.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you. Didn't grow up a huge baseball guy. I really got into baseball probably in college when I started playing MLB The Show. That was my favorite game. It was the one reason I kept the PlayStation, actually, and now they got on other systems. But it's great. Anytime you can get the best of the best in your country going against another country, that's awesome. We haven't been able to do that, obviously, with American football. It hasn't grown around the globe like that yet. So when you have a field like this where there's 3 legit teams, I think, I'm a casual, but obviously you got us, you got DR, and you got Japan who can legit win this thing. The moment that we had with Trout and Shohei, for it to come down to that, and then for us to have all of our best guys be like, all right, I'm in. Like you said, on the heels of what happened with hockey, I mean, I'm all in on this. And this facility, I mean, this is awesome. The weather, I can't wait to see these boys get at it today.
Yeah, the boys getting after it are going to be spectacular. Coach Skipper D-Row. Skip D-Row, Rossi, and Dino we just chatted to. A lot of ex-players are the coaches of this baseball team. So it really is for the lads, it feels like. And the boys would like to win. Let's talk about winning. The Combine in Indianapolis took place last week. It was obviously a phenomenal hang. I mean, we got a chance to do a lot of things we don't normally get to do. Actually stayed downtown, D-Bud. Did the meetings, did the handshakes, did the drinks with everybody. It was nice to catch up. It was nice to see. Got a chance to hang out in the Buffalo Bills suite while the quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers were working out on Saturday. That was awesome. I mean, getting a chance to kind of hear Bean, the way he kind of looks at it, hear their scouts, hear the way other people are operating next to us. The next suite over was the Jets. Hearing their conversations and knowing that that's right where Aaron Glenn combine was sitting just a few days ago, whenever he was snoozing.
Yeah, he was looking at his phone.
Yeah, I don't think so. But hey, I could see how you'd fall asleep there. If you have not been there, you would never truly understand how there's dead air, dead time, and nothing else going on, especially from a coach's perspective where you could kind of see the film from everywhere. But it was fascinating, like them watching somebody run a time and them going, ooh, that's big for him. He could check a box. Everybody was seemingly checking the speed box this past week. Let's go to one half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys, AP, Tone. Know you're a baseball guy. Certainly dive into that. But the combine seemingly was spectacular this year, more so than ever before.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here. It's beautiful. Anytime you can come out and do a show for your country to build up, some morale before this World Baseball Classic.
You're saying you're doing this for your country.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Anytime
I appreciate you doing that.
Anytime I can put some valor on there, I will. But no, a lot of people were saying if you participated in the combine this year, you won the combine this year. So if you look at it, if you go by position group, running back, fastest ever. Wide receiver, fastest ever. Tight end, fastest ever. O-line, fastest ever. D-line, fastest ever. Linebacker, fastest ever. Safety, fastest ever. Quarterback, second fastest ever. But if you ran fast. I don't know what that Coconut Husk was doing out there. It was unbelievable. Some of the guys that we're looking at here that we wanted to highlight, starting with, one of the biggest running back names in the class, the biggest running back name in the class, Jeremiah Love, who just went out there. He did the 40. He flew 4.37, 4.36. And then he went out and he did every single drill, did wide receiver drills, dominated those. He was awesome. Mike Washington Jr. was your fastest running back. He was at 220-plus pounds, ran a 4.33. He was overcome with emotion after that. That was really, really cool to see. He jumped up. He's now a lot of guys. Number 2 running back, number 3 running back in this draft. He was awesome there. Brendan Thompson, the wide receiver out of Mississippi State, set the fastest of the combine with the 4.26 in this one. That was absolutely flying. I love this man because he went under the 4.265, winning that bet. He had a great combine. When you look at some other guys in there, Kenyon Sadiq, we knew coming in he was going to be absurd. He jumps 40-plus. He's in the 4.3s at 240-plus pounds at 6'3". That man is absurd.
Fast track too. So as everybody's running on these, and yes, the way athletes are looking now and running now, it's unbelievable. Insane. I thought there was a chance they were going to get slower because guys were getting bigger. Instead, we got old football with bigger bodies with new football with the same speed. It was fascinating sitting in that suite, listening to people talk that kind of are in the know or in the judgment. And I'm not saying Bean said this because he did not. Others in the suite and in the suites around us were saying it. The guys that were choosing not to run at the combine.
Crazy.
And saying we'll run at the pro day. A lot of the scouts were a little bit worried because if you're looking out there and you're seeing everybody's running a personal best, why wouldn't you want to get on that track is kind of how everybody's saying. Now, not everybody was prepared. Some people are coming out of injuries. But if you were healthy and you were looking what was going on and you didn't want to go run, you heard the natural, is he scared to compete? Why would you not want to run on this fast track that's kind of taking place right now? Another thing that's happening, I don't know if we knew this during the combine, guys run, then they go and they sit down, then they call their agent.
Hey, do I need
and shy run again. I hate it, but I guess that is just kind of what it is. And I asked a couple of the NFL, I'm like, that guy's on his phone right there. What's he on his phone? He's like, he's calling his agent right now probably just to see what the next move is.
Crazy.
I'm like, okay, I don't mind that. Try to get a good heads up, try to get a little intel, maybe celebrate a little bit on the phone. Maybe it's a celebration moment with the family. I don't think that should be happening personally, but they said, don't have it, then nobody will do anything. Okay, so we need to kind of take this how it is. A lot of fans came into the combine, which I was very grateful for. Yeah. I think they got to make the in-stadium experience a little bit better. I think that was kind of asked, but we got a lot of fans there just watching people do stuff. I think the combine is up and to the right and only going to do that. But if guys are getting bigger, stronger, and faster still, there has to be a limit to what the human can do, right? And then you got the Styles family that's just outrageous from top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean, Sonny stole day one. He was the first person who
Sonny Styles, linebacker from
Ohio State. Thank you. That's on me. He's the first player I think who's over 6'5", 235 plus, who jumped 40 plus and ran under a 4.5. He was absurd. I mean, he probably is now a certified top 5 pick in this upcoming draft. I mean, the Jets could take him at 2. That would not be shocking there. And then his brother comes out and runs a 4.27. The Styles family, he's a safety out of Ohio State. Not as big as Sonny, but just as athletic. Running that time there was absurd. The Styles family did incredible. Look at their father, man. Look at their father.
Okay.
Did he play?
Yeah. Everything, yeah. He did. And he don't play either, by the way. There's a lot of those things. There was one of the best tweets I've seen. in some time.
Banger.
And D-Butt, I'm going to need your assistance here. Would I have been allowed to retweet that?
I think you'd say for the like, just like it.
That's what I was like. It was one of the greatest tweets I've ever seen. I laughed, big laugh. And then, like, as soon as I was going to retweet it, I was like,
wait a minute.
I don't know if I'm even allowed to do that. I genuinely don't know what the rules are on this entire thing. So then I was going to quote tweet it. I was going to ask, hey, I would like to show respect to this particular tweet. I think it's phenomenal. It is not my tweet, though. I would just like to kind of see where we're at. Phenomenal work out of the Styles family and the internet. And shout out to the NFL never stopping. Shout out to people making a lot of money for themselves. And joining us now is a man who's going to tell us the stories about what he heard around town at the Combine, and the storylines coming out, plus a couple massive trades taking place here just one day before franchise tag deadline day. Ladies and gentlemen, senior NFL insider for ESPN, Adam Schefter. Schefter, you look cool out and about.
Gentlemen, it looks nice there. What are you, in Arizona right now?
Yeah, we're in Scottsdale right now, out here, taking in Team USA Baseball's first day of training as we take on Brazil on Friday. San Francisco Giants baseball training facility out here in Scottsdale. Shefty, it is beautiful out here, brother. Beautiful.
It is. Your last two shows have been very USA-oriented with Jack Hughes and the women's hockey team on Friday. And that was a great job by you, bringing Jack Hughes to Indy. And I will say, standing next to your set and watching all the people in the Dome come at him, wave after wave after wave, he could not have been more gracious and accommodating with his time and the way he handled all that attention. It was very impressive to watch. Kudos to Jack Hughes for that.
Yeah, Jack was outstanding for America and for hockey and for our show. So I thanked him about 1,000 times. Sent him a video yesterday while we were boozed up, thanking him again for it all. A true mensch, Schefter, I believe. A true mensch is how they would mention that. And Megan Keller, also spectacular. Today, we'll have a couple of Americans that are going to be representing USA. Hopefully, they go on to win the gold as well, like we were all expecting. Let's talk a little football here. A couple huge trades. Casario's working this morning, huh? Did you expect this? Do we expect more? How are your thoughts on what's going down in Houston right now?
Well, you knew that they were reshuffling their line, and you know Cleveland's resetting its line, so Titus Howard goes there. But obviously the headline there would be David Montgomery winding up in Houston. The Texans struggle to run the football in the red zone. They struggle to run the football in general. They have Woody Marks, the rookie running back from last year, who was impressive. But now you match Woody Marks and David Montgomery there together. David Montgomery was incredibly popular in Detroit. They get back some draft picks, Juice Scruggs in return for David Montgomery, and he obviously will bring a big boost. The one thing the Texans had to do, they had to get more weapons, and they had to get a running game going for C.J. Stroud. There's been some questions and criticism for C.J. Stroud. They really, whether it's fair or not, I don't know, but it's hard for C.J. Stroud to be the best quarterback he can be without a run game. So David Montgomery gives them the chance to have that now. The Lions going in a different direction. Obviously, they'll add another running back at some point here, free agency in the draft, while they go out and sign Jahmyr Gibbs to what we would think would be a massive new extension. Obviously, one of the most explosive players in the league. They're not going to let him go from Detroit, and I would think at some point here this offseason that deal gets done for him.
All right, right tackle for Texans moves up to Cleveland for a fifth-round pick as well. They're Texans working right now, franchise tag tomorrow. There's going to be massive conversations. Let's start with the Indianapolis Colts. Alec Pierce allegedly going to get franchise tag. And then I've been asking this question. Okay, you're saying I don't know, okay, because it might follow up to this one. I've been asking this question, but everybody's just been acting like Daniel Jones is the Colts quarterback next year. I'm like, well, isn't there a contract that has to happen? And did he not just play his best football that he has ever played? Now, he had one broken leg and an Achilles on the other side. So what, how can he do what he can do? But everybody was just assuming that the Colts were going to have Daniel Jones back like it was going to be no big deal. And then reports come out that they're not close in contract discussions. So where are the Colts kind of sitting at that case? And with Alec Pierce and with Danny Dimes being a huge topic of conversation on the offensive side, do you see them using the franchise tag to maybe make some plays before tomorrow at 4?
Yeah, I'm told it's 50-50 that they'll be able to get a deal done with Daniel Jones by the deadline tomorrow. 50-50. Either way.
Okay.
50-50.
Point
That's
flip.
not bad.
Good odds.
They were talking like it was 100%. Wasn't it?
And
Social media team posting photo.
Yeah.
Oh, look at our quarterback
Indiana
out here.
QBs.
We don't even have him. We don't even have this guy. And then I'm talking to insiders like you, maybe. I don't know how much you kind of perpetuated this narrative as well to me and being like, well, Daniel Jones would be back there with the class. Everybody was just acting like that was going to happen, Schefter, didn't it?
No, hold on, Pat. I think what's going to happen here is either they get a deal done for Daniel Jones, or he winds up, I think, in my mind, with the transition tag. I think that's in play here. That's certainly an option. And if he gets the transition tag, then I know he'd be allowed to go out and get offers from other teams. And you just wonder about a team like Minnesota, although they've got cap issues. It's hard to structure a contract if you're the Vikings.
Holy shit.
Transition tag to make it work. Like, I'm not telling you it can't happen. There's always ways to make things happen. What are you looking around there for, Pat? What's going on there?
Fucking Aaron Judge just showed. This guy is gigantic. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Oh, sorry, Mr. Judge. Hold on. Sorry, Mr. Judge. We're getting some last-minute baseball news here, Mr. Judge. Holy hell. What a thing.
Yeah.
Captain America. Thank you, Captain America. Thank you, Captain America.
Love you, Cap. Do anything for you, Cap.
See, about a minute and a half, Cap. We will not leave you waiting, Captain America. Okay, so you talk about Daniel Jones and transition tag, maybe something compete. Then he mentioned Minnesota Vikings. Felt like from all the conversations I had around the combine, and obviously you're having some similar, not just with Vikings people, but like people around the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings are looking for any quarterback that can layer a football, right? That is basically anybody that can go ahead and get the ball up and down on the other side of a linebacker in play. Kyler in play. Kirk in play. Basically anybody that they think Tua can be in play.
Yeah.
Geno Smith in play. Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Anybody that can layer up. Josh McCown, who's our quarterback coach, might be in play.
Yeah.
Is that what you're hearing as well? They just would like to find somebody, probably a veteran that they already know if they can do it or not, that can put one over the linebacker in front of the safety. That is basically all they're looking for right now. Is that what you're hearing as well?
I think they're looking at a veteran. The guys that I'm looking for, Kyler would be one option. Geno Smith, if the Raiders decide to release him, would be another option. Daniel Jones, very pricey. I don't know if they can get it done, but in a perfect world, that would be a great option for the Vikings. You could bring up all the, but I don't know the list is all that long. But clearly they're going to be adding to that quarterback room here in the next week or two.
All right, last thing before we get Captain America up here, as we're sitting on his grass making him wait right now. Anything that we missed in there that you think is a notable conversation that's taking place out of Combine Week right before franchise tag here that we need to know about?
I think A.J. Brown and Max Crosby are in a similar situation. Both teams not wanting to deal their guys. Both teams open to listening. And both teams have to have an offer that they can't say no to move guys that they want to hold on to. Those are the two notable names. Feel free to dump me anytime. And how about that? Jack Hughes Friday, Aaron Judge today. Who's tomorrow? I mean, this is unbelievable. This is quite a run.
Yeah, thank you.
Schefter.
Yeah, I read an article that was like, man, these guys got the big guest game. It must be nice or whatever. It's like you don't know what it feels like about 30 minutes before the show when you got nothing. You know, there's a lot of anxiety that comes with all of this. Go ahead.
Pat, you flew Jack Hughes to Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
How come you're not flying me straight in Alaska? We got to go like commercial, and we just got to get out there.
All right, see, that's Schefter.
Looks like you're not
Schefter. Yeah, that's Schefter. Sucks we had him on the show. Yeah. Jack Hughes, and now we got.
Also offered Megan Keller to fly in.
Yes, we did. Well. Please, we got to remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a guy that might have to fly his own plane. I assume he'd be able to fly it perfectly.
Without a doubt.
This man is currently the back-to-back MVP of the damn league. Some call him the greatest hitter maybe of all time. He appears to be 6'12". Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain America, the captain of Team USA Baseball, Aaron Judge. Mr. Judge. I'll help you up, dude. I'm sure you're not FBA. God, good to see you, dude. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, you know.
God, man.
Great to see you.
This guy.
Always an honor.
This guy. Cap.
How are we?
Cap.
Great to see
Cap.
you.
Cap.
Great shoes per usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't miss.
Jordan's.
Shoes last time or no?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you again.
Yes, sir. Here you go, sir.
You ready?
Cap, you see my Jays? Thank you for sending them to me.
Oh, that's incredible. It's incredible.
you.
You're ready to go.
That was you and your people.
You're ready to go.
I will say my pinky toes right now, kind of,
Give it a sec.
Yeah, I got to break them in.
Break them in a little
Yeah,
bit.
do a little bit of that.
Just like the gloves.
Yeah, can you tell us about break? Yeah, on that note, I was playing some long toss out here. Okay, this is not you being braggadocious. How far are you throwing from this line here? Like, whenever you're doing long toss. This is my first time doing it. It was earlier today. I just need to know where you're at versus where I'm at. Who are you throwing the ball to? Like that fence over there? Are you making it all the way to the fence?
We're getting close to the fence. We're getting close. It depends on the day. Not every day, but a little long toss a couple times a week. Gets arm feeling good.
Okay, so you guys play so many games. I just played catch, and I got these tingles in my hand, and I got this thing.
Give it a week.
Okay, and I think I'm pitching against Kershaw potentially later today. So I mean, I gotta really get. I don't know what juice they were using back in the day, but I need to find it quickly out here. Can you tell me about this Team USA journey that we're about to go on here? Because me, as non-baseball person, I got so invested in the World Baseball Classic 2 years ago. Whenever Japan wins. I have been told that a lot of you watched that just like I did and decided that this one was going to go different. Is that an accurate depiction of how this Team USA team came together and how you ultimately became Captain America for us in this WBC?
Yeah, definitely. We, I was sitting at home watching it. I was a free agent at the time, wondering where I was going to play, and signed it back with the Yankees. Best decision ever. And and yeah, Team USA in the championship, they lose to Japan, and we kind of all were texting like, man, we got 3 more years. We're gonna rewrite the ship here, and boys are fired up. I got a call from D-Row. Hey, I want you to be the captain. I want you to bring the boys in.
Awesome.
And it's been an incredible journey. Kind of talking with D-Row, talking with the boys, just seeing how many people just right away were just, hey, I'm in. Oh, we're doing this. Like, I'm in. So. Looking forward to it, man. It's getting real. Putting the uniform on, seeing you guys all decked out, it's getting real. I can't wait.
Yeah, us, of course. Yeah, we make it feel like it's real. Yeah, I understand. Hey, don't feel the pressure too much of us being here. Whenever you talk about putting it on and, like, representing for our country, basketball was starting to deal with European invasion. Okay, basketball was starting to get all the MVPs in a row were all European invasion. Now we all have eyes. We see it. Shohei, Japan, really becoming... I think good for the sport of baseball because how much they love it and how much their countries kind of got involved. But this is America's pastime. Is there something about that in this locker room, or I don't know what you guys call it, in this clubhouse, in this dugout? What the
clubhouse.
Fuck?
Clubhouse, you had it.
In the clubhouse?
You had it.
Is there something about that? Because the NBA guys, I think, we're starting to talk about it like, hey, this is not how this is supposed to go. Is there a natural conversation about what's happening whenever it comes to, like, these types of international events for your sport, our sport, America's pastime?
First off, I think it's beautiful how much the game has grown. I think it's wonderful seeing kids all across the world getting a chance to see the best of the best play and, like, grow the game. You're seeing kids who've never played baseball, never heard of baseball, getting a chance like, hey, let's check this thing out. So I love that aspect, but it's America's pastime, man. Come on, we gotta seal this thing out.
Yes, we do. D-Bud has a question for you, Aaron.
Yeah, I got a question for you. It's I'm gonna compare it to golf because I got a lot of internal dialogue when I'm standing over that ball. Maybe too much, maybe too many swing thoughts. What's it like when you enter that batter's box? Is there, or before you're entering that, when that matchup through in between pitches, maybe? What's that internal dialogue like for you?
Wow, for me, it starts on deck. When I'm on deck, there's a certain breathing technique. I'm kind of visualizing the pitcher. I'm kind of thinking about how that bat's going to go, what the situation's going to be. But I think one of the coolest things, I was talking to Harper before the postseason this last year, and he texted me probably the coolest thing. He was like, hey, one thing I tell myself every postseason, every big game, it's like, own the moment, don't let the moment own you. There's so much unknown. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, own the moment. Big spot, nobody's on. Who cares? Go out there and own it. And, like, it gave me chills. I was sitting there, and, like, before I walked into the steps in Yankee Stadium, we're about to play the Red Sox, and before I went out there, I was like, hey, own the moment. And then
welcome to my show. Yeah, that is real. So as a punter, which is obviously you guys get so many more at-bats and everything means much more. But as a punter, I'm walking out on the field all by myself back there. All eyes are on me. You're going to find out whether or not, because you guys fail so much. Like, strikeouts are just like, yup, take it. Everybody's laughing in your face, walk of shame back there, and then next one, you got to go back out there. Once I clicked in my mind, and this is not me trying to compare it to you, you're fucking Captain America or Bryce Harper, but I did have to change the thing. Like, I'm going to put on a show right now. Like, welcome to my show, as opposed to, like, trying to do my job. It's like I'm walking out here to try to steal the show almost and try to bomb some balls. It's a different mentality whenever you're trying to just go ahead and dominate as opposed to get by. You have, brother, back-to-back MVPs. I ride along your seasons with this man, Ty. And Ty had a long one yesterday. I want to let you know, for his country, he tied one on yesterday alongside us out here in Scottsdale, which, wow.
Beautiful.
What a place out here, well, especially with the access Team USA is getting us. Ty has a question for you, Aaron.
Obviously, there are a bunch of all-stars on the Yankees, but being the captain of the Yankees, like how does your duty differ here when you have, there's 30 guys on the team, 65 all-star selections, a bunch of MVPs? Like, is the approach a little bit different when obviously there are a bunch of dudes on the Yankees, but like everyone here is like, this is the best of the best. Like how different is that day to day? And obviously this is a lot more truncated than a full season with the Yankees, but how does that approach change?
For me, it's going to stay the same. I got a chance to play for the best franchise in all sports with the Yankees. The guys that come in and out of those doors are some of the best, MVPs, Cy Young winners, everything. And, same with this room. Cy Young winners, World Series champs, MVPs. My job's the same. I got to get the best out of everybody in that room. How I can help you elevate your game, anything I can do, if it's a talk, if it's us hitting the cage, us talking on the field, whatever I got to do to elevate your game to help us win. That's what I'm going to do. So it doesn't matter if you're from, Cincinnati, the Dodgers, Miami, whatever I got to do to help you be your best for the next 2 or 3 weeks, like, I'm going to do it.
What do you guys do? Play cards? You a cards group? Because you guys are around. Baseball is a long season. Is it normally a cards type situation? What would the camaraderie building be for Team USA in this quick amount of time?
Yeah, that's a tough thing. We played cards on the flight, 357, Boo-Ray, kind of messed around a little bit.
With baseball contracts?
Yeah. Goes quick.
Wow.
Goes quick.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But team dinners. We have a couple team dinners, get the guys together. I think Logan Webb's going to have some people over. We're going to have some fun. I think that's the biggest thing is like, hey, just dive into it. Dive into each other. Ask questions. Get to know each other. Like, you got the best of the best all in one clubhouse. Like, let's soak it up. I think that's the coolest thing is, like, get to know each other. Because when it hits the fan out there on the field, like, we're going to be ready. I'm going to have your back. I know you dived into me. I dived into you. Like, we're going to have each other's back. I
love that you guys are taking, like, an emotional standpoint for representing the United States of America. And with what just happened with the hockey teams, how does that kind of change? You and the boys are obviously on a group text, I assume.
Yeah.
You're watching both the women and the men just pond Canada. Pond Canada.
Into submission.
It's our sport now. Now, granted, Japan was saying the same thing to us a couple years ago about this particular sport, so we didn't love that. We had to get pretty quiet quickly. But whenever that happens, what is the group text amongst you and the rest of the boys for Team USA here?
Oh, boys were fired up. Hughes, man, we said so many pictures of Hughes in the group text. It was
How about
great.
that beer gift from Quinn? I assume you guys. Yep.
It was great. It's kind of cool. Like, it's just going to snowball into this. Like, just the excitement we had when I was with the Yankees, and then in the group text, just the boys were pumped up, and also now it's like WBC, get a chance to throw on the red, white, and blue, and like copy what they did, man. That was a special run. That was fun to watch on both sides, men and women. That was a blast.
And we're going to watch you guys do the same damn thing. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, speaking of emotions, Aaron, when you first put on that uniform, what were your emotions? Were you thinking of your family? I mean, granted, you play for the Yankees. You mentioned it. Every time you put on that uniform, the pinstripes, that comes with something. But when you put on the USA uniform, was it a different feeling? Was there something specific you thought of, or was it just kind of overwhelming, hey, let's go do this thing?
Oof. Kind of all of the above. When I put on the uniform, honestly, looking at the flag, just really reminded me of all the men and women out there that have fought for this country or are fighting for this country. I get a chance. My family's safe at home. I get a chance to go play a kids game every single day. I get to see my daughter at home. I get to see my wife, see my family. So it's just. That was my first thought. I was like, man, there's people overseas, everywhere around the country, people in the past that have lost their lives, didn't get those moments that I get to spend when I go home and see my daughter. So that was kind of the first thing kind of going through my head was thinking about them, and then it was like, oh, it's go time.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's a lot of people that aren't baseball people. Mm-hmm. Just because they see USA playing against somebody like Brazil. Okay, there's going to be people that are going to see Team USA play in Brazil, and we're expecting 30-40-0.
At least. 5 home runs.
Yeah, what is real? What should we be thinking about some of these teams? Like, I think Brazil, I don't know their entire roster. I don't think I know anybody on their roster. But some of these countries, I don't think anybody in America, non-baseball people or baseball people, are going to have respect for them. What is your guys' mindset? Like, every game, obviously, you can't slip. Like, I think is that baseball in a nutshell as you view this tournament? Because, and do you know all these guys you're playing against in this tournament? Great Brazil, Great Britain,
Netherlands.
Italy, I think, has a team.
Yeah, good team.
Do you know these teams? Are you studying these teams? And what should our expectations be of your squad?
Oh, we got to have a killer mindset. That's the thing. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Because teams are going to come after us. They're going to give us our best. They're going to do anything they can to beat us. So we got to do the same thing. We got to treat every opponent. Doesn't matter if you know them, don't know them. It's like, hey, we got a job to do. We got to get in, get out, take care of business, and move on to the next. So
if somebody's throwing the floater out there, you got like a 60-mile-an-hour coming at you.
Oh, floater, ephus.
Yeah, how would that go? For instance, like I might be pitching against Clayton Kershaw later today. He's pitching against me for sure. We'll see if I can get out there. He might have. When was the last time he saw 67 miles an hour coming over?
He's gonna Happy Gilmore you, I think. He might.
Oh no.
Nah, it's.
Do you think I make contact? One full inning, I get 3 outs.
I can barely make contact against him. So. You might have better odds than me. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, of course. No, but there is like levels to this shit. What are you expecting pitching wise? Like we have the best pitchers, right, in the world. Some of these other places might have 1 guy, 2 guys. Like, what should we expect competition level from some of these countries?
We're gonna see. I've never been in it, man. If I played a couple years ago, I'd have a better.
Oh, so you really are just kind of international play is not a normal thing for like a baseball thing. Like when you're kids, you're not doing like international games.
The good ones are. I wasn't invited to those ones. So.
Crazy. What?
Yeah, it's all good, but it's yeah, I'm just excited. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter what we're about to see. We gotta take it. Yeah.
Bomb ball. Tone has a question for you, Aaron.
Yeah, you were talking about what you learned before the postseason, last postseason with Bryce Harper, and now you have Skenes and Skubal and Kershaw and Bednar on your roster. Like during these next couple weeks, are you going to try to pick their brains as well to kind of get into the? Do you think they'll even divulge information to you to help you the next few weeks since you guys are teammates?
I think a little bit. They won't give all the secrets, but I think, man, there's greatness all in that room. We're surrounded by greatness. You got to just, I think what I'm going to try to do is just appreciate it and see like how these guys tick. What's their preparation? What's their weight room routine? What do they do in the bullpen? What do they do in the box? Like, what do you like, especially the hitters, what do you think in certain situations to prepare for this situation? So, I don't know. I think, everyone's going to kind of keep all certain secrets kind of tight to home. But, no, you're going to, we got to dive in. That's one thing I'm going to tell the boys here in a little bit is just dive into each other. Learn what you can. Like, be there for each other, man. That's what's going to help us ultimately win the gold.
How old are you?
33.
God. We're a perfect human, Ty.
I agree. Hey, my captain.
Ty is last
Our
question.
captain.
Yeah, our captain.
Amen.
Our captain, sir. Our captain, sir.
How's the elbow feeling? I know that was like a big thing last year. And then in terms of like this, I saw spring training. You're down in Tampa. You hit a couple homers right away. It's like, all right, Judgy's ready to go. He doesn't really need spring training. But like in terms of preparation, do you have to kind of accelerate everything because this is full go and it's not like a spring training game where you might get an at bat or play 3 innings and then you're done for the day? Like how in terms of like the big picture, how much did you have to accelerate everything to get ready for this?
Yeah, for the elbow, starting with the elbow, I didn't take any time off. I probably took 2 weeks off after our last game, no throw, no baseball stuff, and then I was right back to throwing just to kind of get the juices flowing a little bit. I'm getting older, so I can't.
Yeah, got it. But then there's always the question about how many reps can your old body handle, because you can't take much time off because old body will obviously, not you're old, you're 33, but you get it. But then if you do too many reps, is the old body able to keep up? Have you always been a lot of reps guy and just get back on the horse?
No, usually I take a lot of time off and try to recover, but it's just like when you got that old 72 sitting in the garage, man, you got to keep that thing, running, So I started right after the season, started throwing, doing my stuff, and you got the same schedule. Just move it up a little bit. If I know I got to be ready March 6th to kick some, just move it up a couple weeks so I'm ready. Just move it up. So the preparation was all the same, and we're fired up, man. It's gonna be great.
You mentioned Logan Webb. I was actually there. There was a photo that I posted in November. Ernest had a show at the Ryman Auditorium down there in Nashville, and whenever I got down there, I went to his bus beforehand, and Grandpa Rossi was sitting in there, and I'm like, holy hell, I'm such a big fan. And we're hanging, and Ernest is in there with his guitar, just singing. And then all of a sudden, they start a music conversation, and me and Grandpa Ross are kind of stuck on his side. I'm potentially at a much different elevation altitude than he is. We start talking about Team USA, and then all of a sudden, Logan Webb walks onto the bus. And Logan Webb walks by us. I introduce myself. How you doing? Has a couple friends that are awesome. Walks by. And Grandpa Ross, he's like, we had a 45-minute call earlier today about how to get that guy to join Team USA. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, Team USA, we're trying to get everybody. Like, we're actually trying to get everybody. The coaches are trying to sell D-Row and Ross. I guess they're trying to sell. And I was like, well, let's go. I'd like to be a part of this. What are we doing? So I walked over to him immediately, and I was like, man, I love what you do with the Giants. that World Baseball Classic is really the thing that the whole world gets. And then Ross, he comes in, he goes, hey, all the boys are just getting a little bit earlier ready so that they're not injured. Like, we did a full work. And on that bus at the Ryman at the Ernest concert, he said, all right, I'll do it. And we took a selfie. I put a little Easter egg up there. And then I think he announced that he was going to do it like a month or two later or whatever. But getting a chance to hear how Ross was talking about it, then how Logan talked about how I guess some people are scared of this because maybe they weren't fully ready, and then there's an injury that takes place, and then all of a sudden, not only does that suck for the player, the fans, the team, everything. Has that been true? Because I only heard it with Logan, like, hey, just need the boys to be ready for early. What does this mean back-end-wise? Like, I know you haven't done it, but the way you've projected how this is going to go for the rest of the season, you just got ready earlier? Is that kind of what these guys have all done?
Yeah, you're just getting ready earlier, but I see, I've seen a couple guys get hurt throughout, the World Baseball Classic, but, the guys we have on this team, man, they're professionals. There are a lot of veteran players. They've been there. They've done it. They know what they need to do to get ready. So I think for me, man, if I can hit the ground running through this and beginning of opening day, I think we're going to be in a great spot, man.
And then you got 400 games, and then maybe you win the World Series. We can't thank you enough for representing America. We can't thank you enough for taking time. We can't wait to watch you guys work out here. And if you have any tips for me against Kershaw.
You got a guy right back over there. I think Harper might have a couple good ones for you.
I'm a righty, though, I think. Or a lefty. I don't know. I'm throwing my hands at that thing?
Yeah, throw the hands, and you see those mountains out there?
Yeah.
That's where you're aiming.
Yeah. That's Aaron Judge baseball, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain America, Aaron Judge.
Judgy.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. You're the man. Dude, that was awesome. You're the best.
What a specimen.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Holy.
Come on.
Yeah.
He's a house.
Got a lot of professionals on his team, all right? Listen, if these guys are out of shape, that's on them.
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank you,
Judge,
Captain.
thank you.
Always.
Thank you for the J's, too. I look so cool.
Glad you got him.
Yeah, I look so cool with these, dude.
You do.
Hell yeah.
Those are sick.
Can't time, though, because the pinky toe's really getting squished down there.
That's a good thing.
You know the game. Got Jorts in a jersey. Who knows how that'll bode for Clayton Kershaw later. The people
Somebody's hollering.
There's boys hey, come on now, turn down that number. That's what they're doing right there.
There you go. Exactly.
I don't know. What up now? Yep. Yeah, we love it.
Everybody says get two now.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is an 8-time All-Star, a 2-time NL MVP, the NLCS MVP, a man who is once the man known for the greatest hair in all of sports, the incredibly handsome lefty bomber. Ladies and gentlemen, for Team USA, Bryce Harper. Wow, you're so cool.
He's got cool shoes on.
How's his hair that perfect?
On peptides like you, I'd look even better.
All right.
Not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I'm all about it. So it's all about
They need to bring those back.
Unbelievable, this guy.
How are you?
Hey, if I was on a bunch of drugs, I'd look good like you. I'll tell you, the baseball uniform is an interesting thing.
It's awesome.
It's sweet.
You look great.
I don't know if this is my
Like
thing.
It's longer than I thought.
Yeah, it's longer, and we need the.
Well, you got to tuck it in.
Tucked in, you know.
Oh, I'm supposed to tuck this in.
No, take it. I mean, I can't believe your shirt's not off yet.
It is. I've seen it.
You're
And
gonna
I've
wait for like Skenes to get out here. I already know it.
You put the headset on.
First time.
Good to see you.
How you doing, brother?
Thank you so much for representing Team USA.
No, this is great, man. There's nothing better than this.
Honestly, tell us about it a little bit, because Aaron was just talking about, hey, we need everybody to kind of dive into each other. I think Logan Webb's hosting a little event.
Okay, you're good.
Are you good?
Dude, jeez. All right, go ahead. I'm just excited.
I see that, yeah.
So are we?
Yeah.
I can see that.
And also, when he took the hat off, too, we got to see the flow, which is still very, very strong in there. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
But Aaron talks about, hey, we got a couple weeks here to dive into each other, get the best players in the world around each other. How does it feel playing in this thing, the World Baseball Classic for Team USA, with the best players, and also coming off of Japan winning it? Like, is there a conversation about that happening amongst it, and what does it feel like to be a member of Team USA here?
Yeah, no, I think growing up, being able to represent my country as a junior, there was nothing like it. I mean, going into different countries and wearing USA and wearing the colors, and there's nothing like, representing your country. I'm so proud to be an American. I'm so proud to be here and, represent our country in a great light. And we don't care where you're from, what you do, walks of life, all that kind of stuff. You're you put USA on your chest, and we're all family in here, and we're excited to get going.
Yeah, sports are the greatest.
It's the best. It's the best. There's nothing like it.
Legitimate. Anybody in there that you didn't know, or do you know everybody in this clubhouse pretty good?
I know everybody pretty good. Obviously we play against each other, throughout the year and stuff, and it's a lot different when you get together. But there's nothing like coming into a clubhouse and knowing that everybody is here to represent their country. Everybody is so excited to be here, and hopefully we can take this one home.
You're not going up to anybody and saying, "Get out of my clubhouse."
Come on, man.
I've heard
stories. Try to be happy, man.
Historic story right there. Just want to let you know that'll be forever. We need more of you around. That's what I know. I'm happy you're on Team USA. Go ahead, D-Boy.
Yeah, just ask Aaron about not owning the moment, his internal dialogue when he's up in that batter's box, what he's going through, and he said he got something from you about owning the moment. When did that start for you? Because even like a casual baseball fan like me, I knew who you were when you were still in high school. So when did that start for you, and how tough was it with kind of that microscope always being on you from a young age?
Yeah, I think my dad did a great job of giving me so much confidence every single day. Obviously, he hammered me down, but he loved me as well. Like, there's something about getting out there. My dad was able to build so much confidence in me, and no matter the moment, no matter what's happening, how you're feeling, what's going on, it doesn't matter. From pitch to pitch or at bat to at bat, anything can change in a moment. So just try to enjoy each moment you're out there. Find gratitude in those moments. Obviously, you're not going to come through in every single moment, but if you can find gratitude and really understand what you need to do in the batter's box each day or at first base or wherever you're at. I texted Judgy when he was in the off season, and you own the moment. Don't let the moment own you. Go out there, do your job, have fun. Same game we've been playing since we were kids, just at a higher level. But it's okay. Just go out there and enjoy it.
That's American swagger right there. That's kind of the hockey. That's kind of the hockey roll there. It's good. I actually think you say you're not going to be able to do it every single time. I just closed my eyes and I had I don't know who it was, maybe the baseball gods just came in here and told me.
Makes sense.
You're going to have a perfect World Baseball Classic.
Wow. Perfect.
Batting 1,000.
Batting 1,000.
Yeah.
I need that helmet then.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I'll wear that helmet tomorrow during the game.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Sign it, Connor. Sign it.
Let's go.
Now, hold on, though, Connor. With what the baseball gods just delivered to my brain there, if he has a perfect day tomorrow with that hat. Oh, that thing's going to...
Sport. The crazy part is it's a left-handed helmet.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm a lefty.
Perfect. Yeah.
Me and you are kind of simpatico.
Very similar. Very similar. Yep.
Both good hair.
Yeah. Handsome, strong,
strapping young lads.
Very,
representing USA.
Yeah, very American.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yep, that's who you are. Yep.
And that's what we need for the next few weeks.
Absolutely.
We talked to him a little bit about watching a men's hockey team and a women's hockey team win in the Olympics as a whole. I think it's great for baseball that happened, and this comes right afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I think you followed our show a little bit. You know that I'm not like the biggest baseball person.
That's okay.
Yeah, shout out Pittsburgh making that for me. Although I heard we're up over 100 million for the first time.
Yeah, they might be back.
Hey, shout out. We're playing. I think that's just your salary, but we got a whole team. We got a whole team doing that. It's the first time we've done that in a long time.
Okay.
So, getting to learn about the sport has been spectacular. I would say it is spectacular. What are the lads like? We got group texts. Who's a driver in there? Are you a driver in the group text? There's always some chirpy ones in the group text. Some others that are just double tapping, thumbs up, and hearting. How active has the group text been with the American lads, and what did the Olympics you think did to kind of either motivate you guys, as I think baseball is about to get a huge bump from this World Baseball Classic?
I mean, the Olympics, what an incredible thing. I'm missing the Olympics so much. There's nothing like turning it on in the morning and watching all the events. But seeing the women's hockey, men's hockey take gold in a football country, right? We're making hockey ours right now.
Oh, yeah.
For the next 4 years at least. It's ours.
Yes, it is.
But no, I mean, what an incredible experience to be able to watch them play and do their thing and represent our country. And the Hughes brothers, just unbelievable. Awesome. I mean, so much fun to watch them. I'm such a hockey fan. I love the game of hockey. Just the culture, the way they go about it. I mean, popping a tooth, still in the game, who cares? We're doing this, and just amazing. So kind of take that and then come into what we're doing now. Just the swagger we need to have, and the cool thing about baseball and the World Baseball Classic or the Olympics or anything, you see the culture of everything of baseball. I mean, from the Dominican Republic to Japan to us to everybody. So it's such a fun time for fans to be able to see it. Even people that don't watch it as much, you're going to see something that the culture and everything that baseball brings, and the players and the swagger and everything else. Because baseball's kind of, can they have the swagger? Can they do this? Can they do these things?
Yeah.
But you're going to see that from the U.S., from the Dominican, Venezuela, Japan, everybody. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hello. Do you script your bat flips? Like, do you practice a bat flip?
I don't. I don't really flip my bat.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like to set it down. It's kind of just like, sorry, can I grab this? It's kind of just like a little set down.
Respect.
I like that.
I've been here before.
Kind of like.
I'm saying if we run into Canada in this thing, which I don't know is possible or not, down the road, and you hit a big.
You want me to do that?
You hit a bingo.
What do you want me to do?
I'll
do it. What do you want me to do?
If it's who's it against? Canada.
Whatever you want.
Canada or Japan.
Okay.
Because I think in sports, especially your sport and in hockey, we're just fresh out. Yeah, I need.
Yeah, that was in 19. That was my first series back with the Nationals.
Oh, that's what I want.
It was like the chopper, just
Yeah, but I'm thinking two hands on the back of that thing, and you're walking under it.
Wow. So I'm trying to throw it as high as I can.
Yeah, and then you're jogging underneath of that thing.
All right, so
it's a dinger tunnel.
The internet would enjoy it.
The internet would. I'm just going to put it out there right now. This is for Pat.
Thank you.
That's it.
Don't do it against Brazil because we don't know. We don't need to get into Brazil. Great Britain. Okay, don't be doing American asshole. Okay, we need American swagger. You'll find it. You'll feel at the right time.
I got it.
But I am very pumped to watch you.
This is for the boys, so I'll do it for the boys.
Yes, thank you.
For
No,
the boys.
But please don't force it though.
No,
then it's not for us.
I'm not going to force anything.
I'll quote tweet it and I'll say, that one's not for us. Ty has a question for you, bro.
I know this is the first day that you guys are kind of all here, and maybe this will come later, but will there be internal discussions like when the order comes out, like the lineup, and maybe like a certain guy's like, hey, listen, I'm not batting eighth. All right, maybe I
is
should
that
be
you?
batting,
No, not at all.
I mean, two, or will it all just be, hey, whatever D-Row puts out there, you guys will kind of just
whatever D-Row wants. I mean, it's about us, and I think at a young age, I learned when we put U.S. on our hats, it's about us. That's why it's only U.S. and not USA, because it's about us. And so for our team, it's about everybody that's in that clubhouse. No, like I said, no matter where you came from, who you played for, what you got, we don't care, because every single day we come out here, it's for the greater good of America, what we're doing for the people who we're representing. And like I said, I'm proud to be American. I'm so happy to be in this clubhouse with all these guys, and there's no greater feeling than going out there, listening to your national anthem, blare over the speakers, knowing what you represent.
Who else were on those junior teams with you? Because Judgy told us he wasn't good enough to get the invites. Who else was on that squad?
So it's funny. So the captain of Dominican was my third baseman, Manny Machado.
Oh.
And he I love Manny, man. Grew up playing with him. Great dude. Nick Castellanos was with me as well. I think our pitching staff was insane at that point. We had Robbie Ray, Jamison Tyone, and Jamison out of high school, he was like 100. Oh, yeah. He was like the first one to do
Pirates game away, yeah.
He punched out 16 against Cuba in the gold medal game for us. And so, I mean, I'll always remember I caught him. So just being able to sit back there and catch that, like there was nothing like it. Tony Walters, who was a really good amateur player at second base, Nicky Delmonico.
None of these guys though on this.
No, none of these guys. Matt Boyd, I played with him in the trial, but he ended up not making the team. But yeah, none of these guys. Our 2009 team, there's a story out there already, but it's $1 billion team.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like that's the team that kind of everybody looks at. That 09 team. Probably the greatest amateur team ever assembled, playing in the JOs.
Would this be considered an amateur team? This Team USA?
We're all pretty young, yeah. Why not?
How much do you get paid for this team? Do you get paid to play for us?
I don't care. I don't think so. I have no idea. I don't know how that works.
I love that. Yeah, I love everything about that. Yeah,
I have no idea. We probably do.
There is an insurance policy. We don't
we got those, yeah.
We got those. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Bryce, obviously we just had Aaron on, and you look at him, you're like, all right, Aaron's captain. He looks like it or whatever.
No doubt.
But you, not that you're not perfect, your hair and beard perfect. But like, who do you think is going to be the glue guy in the clubhouse? I looked at the roster. I was thinking maybe you or Schwarbo, one of those guys. But who do you think is going to be the glue in the clubhouse?
Schwarbs.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, he has that demeanor. I think Judgy too, man. Like just the way he kind of approaches it. Obviously, he plays in such a big market in New York, and he's got to be that guy. Like that's what it is. So there's nobody else I'd rather be, wearing the captaincy on his chest than Judgy. So I'm excited to play with him. I've been excited to play with him the whole time. We got such a great group of guys. I mean, you look at that list right there, man. It's pretty incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of really good young guys. Pretty good flavor in there as well.
Bednar's got a lot of good grit too. I know that for sure. Okay,
Pittsburgh boy, man.
He's
Watch
got rust
out.
in his veins.
It's awesome.
Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's nothing better. I'm serious. Even from the opposing side, you hear that song, he coming out of the bullpen, you're like, gosh, man, like, are we at a Steelers game?
Yeah.
or what are we doing? I mean, it's so much fun. And then obviously Paul Skenes, Air Force boy.
And a Pittsburgh Pirate, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
For now.
America.
Actually, not going to get into it because I would like the Pirates to be good. But I would like Paul to also see some big moments. I think for the good of baseball.
For sure.
I think for the good of baseball.
Yes.
That's why I think like this World Baseball Classic. Like I thought the Olympics for hockey for the good of hockey.
Yeah.
Like that's why when the NFL was telling players that, or the NHL was telling their players that they couldn't play in international play because if they get hurt, blah blah blah, that whole thing. I thought it was really short-sighted because I think a majority of people are only going to watch your sport because Team USA is playing, and I think they're going to see that bump in hockey. I think they're going to see it in baseball too with you guys in this entire thing. I cannot wait for the big moment and for us to.
I think the big thing about hockey, what's going to happen is it's the amateur world in hockey. Kids are going to want to grow up playing hockey. I mean, it's such a great game. I mean, being able to have the players that we do on America right now, it's so much fun to watch. I mean, obviously Canada is Canada, right? Like I get that 100%.
Yes.
Like they're unbelievable at their sport. They live and die by Canadian hockey. I understand that, but for this to happen for America, just for the youth of America, knowing that they're going to want to play hockey growing up a little bit because of the, Austin Matthews and the Hughes and all the boys out there, like Eichels and everybody else. Like it's going to be so much fun to be able to see that. And my kid loves hockey, so I hope I'm a hockey dad one day, dude. Just going out there, hanging out the rink, and seeing him, play.
You and Big Walt Kachuk up here stopping each other around.
Come on, hey, I'll let him train my kid any day of the week.
Absolutely. The Hughes
he's done well. The Kachuk brothers crack me up, man. Just the way they go about it, it's so funny. Like the bridesmaid thing, like
just burying them. Always the bridesmaid. In the Olympics.
I love Draisaitl. Like, he's a stud, dude, no doubt.
Yeah,
but like,
Kachuk's
man.
We're not changing jerseys afterwards.
No chance.
Yeah,
like,
they don't really have that.
Yeah, no chance.
Last question. We have about a minute before a hard out. Go ahead, call. Yeah,
oh man.
Yeah.
It's on you.
No, I'm good. Let's go.
Too good of answers.
No, man,
if you would give shorter, shittier answers.
Give me like 5 more minutes, man. I'm just chilling. We ain't got nothing till 2:00.
Can we push? We can, though.
Okay.
We can do that.
It's your show, right?
Yeah, but
isn't it your name?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're pushing break back.
Man.
Yeah, so that's why I just did there. Yeah. We just pushed the Bryce Harper break.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll call this the Bryce break. Okay, we'll push it back. Connor has a question as we push the Bryce break back.
Yeah, speaking of kids growing up, playing a specific sport, it feels like that's what's been going on in Japan. They are all baseball all the time. What was the feeling, watching from home when they end up winning the last time, and how much of a motivator was that for you? Does it feel as though, you got to get baseball back here?
Yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow. They did not push the break back. We are still live, though, on YouTube and everything like that.
No, I think as we were all watching that, in that moment, I think everybody wanted the Mike Trout at bat. Right,
yeah.
Like all of us wanted that at bat, and we all wanted Trout to come through and all those things, obviously, especially facing Shohei and them being teammates and all that. We have so much respect for all those guys and what they do, and I mean that's their national game. I mean, baseball is their game, and so being able to kind of hopefully take it back a little bit, going in there, understanding what we need to do as a team. That's a great, fundamentally sound team in Japan. So hopefully we get the chance to play them again, and we'll see what happens.
I'm hitting Kershaw today. Sorry, I'm standing in a box while Kershaw pitches.
Okay.
Oh, you're hitting Kershaw.
Yeah, you're hitting him.
On the moment.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
On the moment.
Come on.
Let's go.
You said earlier "Youth of America," and I immediately thought of "We Are." Yeah, I started getting jacked up over here. But trying to own the moment against Kershaw. What is the thought against these pitchers? Forget Kershaw because he's Gray's pitcher. I mean. I'm going to fall in that box from what I'm saying. But what do you do? Are you guessing pitches? Do you have a hint on what a pitch is going to be? Are you seeing the pitches? Like, are you actually reading the laces? Because, for instance, When I played in the Frontier League, that was my first time ever in a batter's box. Never did BP, nothing. My first time was against this guy that got drafted, the Brewers. I think he was playing for the Washington Wild Things. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Jeez. And they said, hey, his first pitch is going to be a fastball right down the middle. Because if this guy doesn't think his fastball can beat you, he's already been beat. So he's going to do that. So they said first pitch is going to be the best pitch. When I'm standing in there, that thing gets on me quick. I make contact, but I don't have any power. Just roll it right back to him. Then I get thrown out while blowing a hamstring going to first. So that was my entire at-bat experience.
Hey, you making contact, though, in the first one. That's pretty impressive.
Thank
Not
you.
going to lie.
But I think it was right down the middle and it didn't move. I think it was like 92. But then I thought, though, by my third at-bat, I had 3 at-bats, got on base once. You tell me if that's good. I don't know. It was an overthrow. So
1 out of 3 in the Hall of Fame.
That's
so
true.
maybe
Just
I should
saying.
go in there. Something to think about. But I did think that I started seeing a little bit. Now, can I tell you why? I'm a holder for field goals.
Yep.
Okay, so that's coming back 1.25 seconds. So, like, I'm naturally looking for laces whenever I'm doing that. Do we think that'll carry over into this? And how much should I be looking for anything while I'm staring down Clayton Kershaw?
Yeah, if he throws you a curveball, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Which we think he's going
I
to.
told him.
Yeah, I mean, it's an impressive pitch. No, but I mean, I think you got to simplify in the game today, especially. I mean, there's so many good pitchers out there, from Paul Skenes to, Zach Wheeler to, Tyreek Skubal. I mean, there's nobody better in the game right now or ever in the game right now than the guys that we have in the game now. Like from back then or now or whatever. Like the pitchers that are throwing, they're so athletic, they're so good. 2-seam, 4-seam, curveball, splits, changeups.
Right.
I mean,
Everyone's throwing 100.
yeah, backdoor sinkers, 102,
Right.
93. Like,
Right.
yeah, what?
What about 68? That's what I'm throwing to Kershaw. 68.
He can swing it a little bit. He takes BP and stuff. Like, he loves it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's all about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. He's not just a pitcher. Like, he's out there taking BP all the time. Like, he loves it. I mean, he probably hasn't since he retired, but
No, I think he has, because I've been FaceTiming him through this entire process.
Okay.
Because I pitched the idea to, can I have an at-bat against somebody? And I guess, because he's retired, he doesn't have a contract next year. So it's like he is actually the perfect.
he can blow it out.
Yeah.
Bingo.
He can do what he wants,
They're like-
whatever he wants.
They're like, if you have any of these other pitchers, I'm like, us and Paul Skenes pretty close. Would like to ride the lightning a little bit
That'd
with
be a
Paul
tough one.
Skenes. And they're like, I would just like to see, because I see the pitching ninja.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that crazy? Like, same slot,
Yes.
same rotation.
So what do you
like
do
everything.
there? So you're guessing?
No, I mean, there's times where I'll guess against guys depending on count or situation, but it's so hard to guess on guys nowadays, man. You just try to look for one pitch, one zone, and try to do the best you can. Guys like Skenes, man, it's so impressive just because he does throw from the same slot. Everything's the same, and then it gets up there and it moves this way, it moves this way, or you realize it's a slider or changeup or whatever. But, like, repertoire-wise, like, I mean, Zach Wheeler is one of the best in baseball. I mean, his fastball is the best I've ever seen. Like, just a high heater fastball, 98. Just here you go, and then like Christopher Sanchez, he's one of my teammates too.
Yeah,
and he's with Dominican,
guy.
and so he just, I mean, the 2-seamer and the changeup it's elite. Like not even
Will you have an advantage if you face him?
No.
Against in the Dominican? No,
absolutely not. My only thing that I can advantage wise is I don't think he's going to want to hit me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest
Maybe crowd
advantage.
the plate a little bit more.
Because like if he hits me and he like breaks my hand, then Philadelphia is gonna they're gonna be like, what the heck, dude?
Yeah.
You know, like what are we doing?
That is the big problem, I guess, in all this international plays if somebody gets injured.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't
like,
think
you
about
can't think about it. I mean, there's no reason. I mean, we could be in spring training facing some guy from the backfield and he absolutely just like lets one go and you get drilled. You know, it happens. So I don't think anybody's gonna think about that.
All right. Well, don't.
Yeah.
Because all I'm thinking about is us regaining the title of America's pastime.
No
Own
doubt.
in the moment.
Own in the moment. There you go. Got to do it.
You guys going to live after if it get it done, or
Yeah, 11. Head down to 11.
Or that's what I meant. Yeah.
And by the way, you guys are paying for it.
All right.
I know your guys'
Those
deal.
contracts.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
The hockey boys are signing like 10 years, $14 million deals. Okay? You baseball guys, we know where you're at. We would like to be invited, though, whenever you guys celebrate and win this whole thing.
Let's go.
And good luck on the journey representing the United States of America. We appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all. America.
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 That's what it's all about.
You're the best.
Hey, appreciate you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, legend, Bryce Harper.
Hey, Bryce.
Hey, Bryce. Hey, Bryce. Hey. Hey, what are some good chirps that those guys are saying over there, you think? They're saying, like...
They probably are thinking, man, he could have been here with the Giants, but he's not.
Oh, was that a thought?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so Phillies or Giants?
Yeah.
Anybody else in play?
It was like San Diego and a couple other teams, but it came down to Phillies Giants.
Giants are like a very respected organization.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
Judge too,
no
right?
doubt.
Yeah, Judge was close too,
Arson
yeah.
Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn near had a heart attack.
Yeah, Arson Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was close. The thing that killed me was Bochy was retiring.
Yeah, of course.
So I mean, he's the greatest of all time.
Bochy's the
massive head.
Yeah, Bochy.
The biggest.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
8 5/8 or something like that.
Elko.
I think there was something about Barry's head that was the.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Who's got a bigger head, Elko or him?
Elko's got the biggest head.
Big head.
Big.
The bowling ball. Wow.
You don't have that large of a head, just very good hair.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. You got good hair.
I'm on so many. You mentioned it.
I'm telling you, man. I wish baseball would let us be on peptides.
Yeah, we all.
Me too.
But they're so good for you. Like, it's not even like, don't give me the growth hormone ones. Like, I don't care
you
about
can do
that.
that.
But like,
Those are the best ones.
yeah, but like peptides wise, like there's so many good ones out there that like you don't need the growth hormone unless obviously, I mean, they look great.
Thank you.
But,
Vascularity actually. Yeah.
BPC.
Yeah. A lot of
57.
those.
Good for you.
I got
man.
kind of everything going on right now, but I'm hoping Kershaw gets a little glimpse at it and gets.
Yeah, that's right. Where you go? Which field you're on?
I think we're doing here.
Okay.
Is this
Where
where
you
you guys?
I have no idea.
You're here?
I think 2:00 somewhere.
I like that you guys just live in a life where somebody will put me somewhere.
It's
you
the
guys,
show.
Are you
They'll let
doing a
us
real
know.
workout? Will you be working out here?
Yeah. It's the movies, man. They'll let us know.
Are you going to hit?
Yeah, I'll hit.
So we'll be able to hear the crack of the bat from Bryce Harper today?
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh, how do we feel? We're
Feel good. Yeah, worked with Judgy yesterday and Bregman, so we all feel good. That's the best part about this whole thing. I mean, I know we're going on break, but that's the best part about this whole thing. We can always lean on each other and like.
No, we're not going on a break.
We're back.
Okay.
We're
back.
Yeah, we've been back.
Yeah.
You've been on.
No, I think that's the coolest thing though. Is like we can all kind of.
Oh no, you've been on.
What?
Okay.
That's cool. No, I think that's the biggest thing though. Like being able to like, what are we done?
No, we're still live though. I just want you to know that we missed the break completely. Would you want to hang out for the next 55 minutes?
I can leave.
No.
Yeah, no.
What we're saying is we want you to know that this is all still happening for as long as you want it to. But do you feel like you're mid-season form? Because it feels like baseball, everything is always like the goal is to like ramp up.
Yeah.
But this tournament's going to be seen by a lot, and it's on the line. So do you feel like you're like?
I mean, you better figure it out. You know, obviously, I don't think. I mean, you better figure it out. I mean, obviously, we're not where we want to be. If this was like middle of the summer, then definitely a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit different right now. I mean, I think I've had 8 at bats, which is like crazy. But got to figure it out.
Do you want us to get any info out of Skenes when he comes up here?
Like what type of pitches and stuff?
How to know?
I mean, he's just. He could tell me what's coming. I still. All right, have a good day, dude. Wish you were in the Air Force, man.
You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, Bryce Harper.
Appreciate you, Bryce.
Appreciate you, Bryce. We shall continue here live in Scottsdale at the San Francisco Giants baseball training facility. It's called Papago. Behind us are the Papago Buttes as Bryce Harper daps up the boys on his way out here. Great vibe out of the baseball guys.
Oh, yeah.
It does
Always.
feel like you guys have
hockey culture.
Hey, you guys got like a little
Hockey-esque.
hockey culture. Baseball's got a good culture.
Yeah, no doubt.
You guys have your own words and stuff? Like Jack Hughes taught us squid and nail gun.
Yep.
And Wedding Crashers taught us tummy sticks, but it feels like hockey's kind of using
Bit of a runaway.
Do you guys have a bunch of your own words and stuff as well?
Babe, 643, roll
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all that.
Hum, babe.
Roll it.
Hey, what are you saying, hum, babe?
I like hum, babe.
Yep.
Hum bit.
Hum bit.
643.
Big
Hum
kid.
bit.
Play.
How big kiss? Sit that rap, go up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, Grandpa Rossi. Hey, hold on. Hey, handheld. Will you turn on this handheld? Whoever's in the back there. Chicago. Chicago. Just real quick. Don't listen. D-Ro's going to be pissy you're doing this.
Exactly.
Speak for D-Ro. Use this microphone.
No.
Yeah, you're speaking for all Team USA baseball.
You're all locked in. You got the jorts and the spikes on. You're already locked in.
Yeah, I got the jorts. I thought you guys were maybe giving me some pants, but I got these on. These are the most uncomfortable things I've ever seen.
We could probably get you some pants.
These look sweet, though.
You guys look good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Very nice to meet you guys.
That's good
glad
looking
we
men,
can talk
too.
here.
Before you leave, okay, because I know you don't want to piss anybody off. I don't need to be on my
I'm
phone.
going to say hey.
Yeah, well, you're a good guy. We showed the photo from Ernest's bus down there at the Ryman with Logan Webb, and I mentioned about how much you and D-Ro and the crew were talking about how to sell what we need. It wasn't that hard of a sell, but letting guys know, need you to get ready earlier, and we're trying to win this damn thing. Can you talk about that a little bit in the moment with Logan Webb that I was a part of on that bus?
Yeah, well, he walked on. I said, listen, we had already been hanging out for a little bit.
Yep.
And I whisper in McAfee's ear, I said, hey, bro, we got to get this guy on the team. He's like, I'm on it. I'm on it. And immediately beeline. The scary part was he's like, hey, I've got a bet with Skenes and I'm going to get in the box and hit with him. And, we'd had a couple pops and feeling good. And he starts taking hitting advice from me, and I was feeling good. I was showing him all the stuff.
Sure.
I got home, sobered up a little bit, and I was like, texting him, I was like, hey man, just so you know, his career 220 hitter. Don't take advice from me. I don't take advice from me. And he's like, you're a legend. You're a legend. I was like, yeah. I've got plenty of guys you can call, but it's not me. So
it's going to be.
I'm happy you're here.
It's going to be Kershaw. It's not going to be Skenes actually. So you've kind of adapted a little.
That breaking ball. Good luck. It's pretty nasty. It's pretty nice. But I saw some highlights where he took guys deep. Was that softball? You hitting tanks?
Now we're talking.
I saw the tanks. It's a good swing.
Thank you.
Swing. And you're jacked.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So jacked.
We're talking about peptides right now. I'm on all. The boys can't do it. We're very excited.
I'm pissed there's sleeves on here, but I know that he's got American flag. Can't cut that off.
True, you're right. Good point.
Yeah. Right. Can't cut that off.
I was actually thinking about taking scissors to this thing, and now that you just mentioned, I cannot do that. Tell me about D-Row. Tell me about the coaching staff. Feels like it's a lot of ex-players, but certainly all for the lads here.
The coach staff is like some of your favorite. We were at dinner last night. I woke up this morning, my face hurt from laughing and telling stories all night. It's one of those guys. We're going to have a really good time. We're focused. Putting this across your chest is such an honor, and I got to do it when I was a young player in junior Olympic teams. And so, know Paul, who's been running Major League USA Baseball for a really long time. It's a special
it's a good
group, yeah. And it's a little old. I had to knock the dust off of it. It's been a while. But I'm sure these guys will break it in. It's throwing like 90. Back when I was coming in, it was like 91 sink slider. Now everybody throws 100.
Skenes in the bullpen or what?
No, I'm not a dummy. You know what I mean? Things have slowed down a little bit.
Put some knee savers on?
Maybe, yeah, exactly. Old school knee savers. I think I can get down there and catch. I just don't know if I can get back up. That's a little different.
It's like the morning.
I'm pumped, though. I told Webby, I was like, I'll catch your flat ground. Love to catch some sinkers. I don't want to break my thumb or anything. Got to enjoy the ride. But I'm pumped to be here. We've got a great coach staff. D-Row is absolutely the dude. He's done this before, been there. Brian McCann, Mikey Young, Matt Hall. I mean, like the list goes on and on. Me and the third base coach, Dino Ebel, who's been with the Dodgers for a really long time, won an A-ball championship together in San Bernardino, California. So we go way back. He was with the Dodgers minor league system till he got to the big league. So it's a fun group. We've got great people, and that's what it's all about. And obviously the talent is insane.
Thanks for everything you did for Chicago and for Team USA that we're about to watch. You're the man, brother.
I'm glad you guys are here. Very nice meeting you, gentlemen. Big fans. Big fans.
So you should take that. You're the man.
Oh, this. Yeah, I don't need that.
You can take that, too, if you want, brother. Anytime you want to be a mic.
Come say hey.
Okay, great to see you. Thank you for everything.
I can't wait to be in there. Maybe I'll catch while you're back there. I'll talk.
Yeah. There we go. We're talking.
That's all you got, Pat?
All right. All right. Maybe you don't.
You know what the best part is?
All the baseball dudes are dudes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're around each other.
The coaches wearing the uniform is one of the best parts.
Yeah, because everybody mocks Jim Harbaugh for having the cleats and everything.
That's right.
But out here, they're like, you never know when you're going to have to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know when you have to get out there. Welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show here live at the San Francisco Giants baseball training facility. We did not take a break. I know we're now on E2 because there's spring training baseball on ESPN. I believe the Tigers are taking on the Braves. Now, we will continue to have massive names in baseball. Who? Oh, Paul Skenes will be joining us here in a little bit. Clayton Kershaw will be joining us here in a bit. And then Scott Boras will join us for the third hour. His name is going to be brought up a lot during these new negotiations on what's going to happen with these contracts, mostly because he just negotiates $1 billion every single offseason, basically.
Yeah. 5 of the last 7 years, he's had at least $1 billion negotiated. I think the biggest being $1.8 billion.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see a huge ass and a huge arm. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live, the ace for Team America, Paul Skenes, and the big dumper, Team USA's Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, boys.
Cal, don't feel obligated to stop by. Paul, good to see you. Let me get the hell out of your way here. Right back here.
Nice cleats.
Thank you. I got it sent to me. It was very nice. I know you're on a rookie contract. Dump, how you doing, big Dumps?
It's great to see
Good
you.
to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
There's another headset.
I'll come to you. Don't hurt yourself.
Good to see you.
I was just.
Hey, can you grab that headset up there for Dumps? Here you go, Paul. Paul, settle up over here.
Here?
Yeah.
Cal's over here. Man, you look great.
What's up, fellas?
Cal, good to see you, Cal.
Dumps, you want to saddle up over there, Dumps?
I was just supposed to walk him here. I wasn't supposed to join.
Well, no, but we're going to join you. We got the fattest ass.
Sorry, you have no choice.
Yeah, definitely going to do that. The headset, can you grab that headset for him down there? Boom.
Oh,
Boom.
professional.
Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is
You have a mic on your headset, Paul.
This looks cool.
Yeah, no, that was strictly for Grandpa Ross because we knew he was going to show up, and he did. He grabbed the mic. It was great to chat with him. Paul, thank you for joining us. Cal, thank you for joining us. Obviously, Air Force and love America. Not that anybody doesn't, but it feels like this is going to be a pretty special feeling for you. I don't want to put words into your mouth, but honestly, representing the United States of America, fresh off of what the Olympics just were, can you put into words how you feel right now, and how has the training had to go to get ready for this World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, the training I don't think was too different. There was some stuff you ramped up a little bit earlier, but it's not too much different, I don't think. Yeah, putting on the jersey. I mean, walking into the clubhouse today and seeing everybody in there is pretty special. And then getting to put on the jersey, it's a feeling that you can't really put into words.
They're saying the same thing when you walk in, brother. You need to know that now. You know, your young little dumbass is now the guy, America's ace. Congratulations. Cal Raleigh, Dumper, how you doing, pal? How was the season? For you getting ready, lefty and righty, you just had to stay in shape all off season? Have you got back into it a little bit early? How do you feel as we enter the World Baseball Classic here, Dump?
Yeah, I think the ramp up is just a little. Typically you start at 3 innings and you work your way up every other day, but this year it was kind of starting at 5 innings from the get go. So just trying to work my way up to a full game, and but kind of like you said, it's not too much of a different build up or workload or anything. Just starting a little earlier and just the dates. So.
Paul, riddle me this. I saw a pitching ninja thing on you. It was 4 pitches, and it appeared as if, how far is it from mound to plate?
60 feet.
Okay, so it appeared as if it was about 40 feet of the same pitch, and then they went a completely different direction. When you see that, you're like, that's the goal? Like, that is literally what you're working for? That is what the perfection of what your pitches are trying to be?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I mean, that's called, tunneling, and I think 40 feet, 30 feet, whatever it is. I don't know exactly.
So it was 30 feet, I guess, is where the break starts?
Something like that. But, yeah, it looks cool. Cool on TV. I like that.
That's what you're aiming for, though, right?
Cal disagrees.
Yeah, Cal just shook his head. No, it's like, honestly, because wide receivers are trying to make every route look the same. So they're running the exact same way. This is literally what you are trying to do with every pitch, is look the exact same?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And Cal, whenever this happens, you think to yourself, this is the rudest human of all time on the how many pitchers have this type of thing? Is this what the difference is between elite and guys that are in the MLB, if that makes sense, Cal?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what, tunneling, you're trying to make everything look the same, kind of like you said, and ends up 4 different ways. And it's kind of a nightmare for a hitter. You typically know what a guy has, and usually some, normal guys, their stuff will break a little earlier than that, and his stuff is so late. It just makes it hard. It makes it hard to commit to something, to look for a pitch in a certain area, because, like you said, you don't know which way it's going to go. And when you can locate and throw 100 and do all that at the same time, it makes it really hard on the hitter.
You just fucking murder people. D-Bud has a question.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of probably shit talking that goes on in the clubhouse, and obviously you have teammates playing on other teams. How much shit talking, or has there been any? I know we're the favorites going into it, but has there been any shit talking with any of the guys?
Not a ton. I mean, some of, if I see you, I'll give you a heater, or I won't give you a heater, or something like that. But that doesn't mean anything anyway. I'm going to throw whatever they, put down a little bit. We have a few guys on the Pirates that are playing for other countries, so I'm hoping that, we'll get to see them. But
are you giving anything away to anybody? Because I know we're trying to learn about each other. We're trying to become as much of a team as possible, as quickly as possible. But obviously, you're going to run into some of these guys. How much are you giving up? Honestly, because I think the hockey boys, when they get together, they share game. I think football guys, when they get together in the off season, they share game. But old school mentality of football was don't give too much away. I assume pitchers, because you guys are psychos, there's a lot of don't want to give anything away, or is this like an open book for you to learn and for others to learn from you?
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. Because we're here for 2.5 weeks with the best players in the world. And so I'm going to, do everything I can to learn as much as I can. I mean, I've been up there for 2 hours, I think, and I've learned a ton already. So it's going to be a fun couple weeks.
Well, you ask Aaron Judge, hey, if my pitch was to go like this, and then That is, like, everybody kind of knows, because I think Harper told us that you or Clayton or one of these guys could tell him what's coming, and it's like, we're still gonna.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's still like hell. Is there like a piece of information that you would not want to give up? Like, is there a delivery or a mentality or a strategy maybe?
Mindset,
Like, what would it be? What would be the something that you would not want to give up? As somebody that doesn't know baseball, what would be the thing that you would not want Cal or any hitter that you're going to potentially see in MLB to not know? Is there anything?
Yeah, there probably is.
He's not going to tell you.
Yeah, I think we're on national TV right now. So
Can you give me like a heads up? Like, so yeah, what would you want to know? That's a good question, actually, D. But what is something that you would want to know from a pitcher that you can't tell? Is it like traits, trends, what they fall back on? But doesn't film kind of tell you that? What would be something that you would learn from a pitcher?
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of like a combo. Like, we're here to win the whole thing. I want to. So, like, whatever I got to do to get on the same page with these guys, like, we're going to do. But yeah, I mean, there's so much data now anyway. You kind of understand, who these guys are kind of before you're getting back there and catching them. And then it's really just kind of finding out the why. Why do they do this? Why do they do that? Is it something specific to them, or is it specific to the type of arm you're seeing? So I'd say it's more like that. So
the thing that you would not want them to know is, like, in the first inning, like, we have a first 15 plays for football where we're trying to see what the defense is reacting to our different packages. Okay, so we're putting plays out there in the first 15. We're not necessarily thinking they're going to be a home run. We're just trying to see what the other team's doing. There's something maybe for you that you're seeing in the first couple innings that's like, okay, and this is what I'm going to roll with going forward. Is that inaccurate?
Yeah, probably, and that's probably the stuff that I wouldn't want to give away.
Okay, Ty has a question for. Okay, good, thank you. I'm a dumb baseball player. Go ahead, Ty.
In terms of getting on the same page, like, I know a lot of pitchers will, hey, I'm only throwing to this guy. Like, I want him to catch me every single time. Will you guys spend more time together? Like, for you, you're not catching really any of these guys ever except for an event like this. Do you have to spend more time with them to, like, kind of get on the same page? Because obviously, you don't want to be getting crossed up when we have games that matter here, in like a week or so. Like, will you guys spend a lot more time together going over that kind of stuff? Or is it just kind of like, hey, I'll be able to catch it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think that catching it will be the hard part. It's going to be more about learning kind of, how they want to attack guys, what are their cues, like where they like me to set up, things like that. So we're going to have time to get on the same page. We have a few days here, and we're probably going to have some meetings and some stuff like that to go over hitters, scouting reports, things like that. And, I'm only speaking from, where I come from with the Mariners. Like, I'm sure that they do pregame meetings as well. Like, typically most organizations do that with their pitchers and catchers and try to get on the same page. And kind of like what he said, you're starting off with a first time through the order type thing, and then from there, like, you kind of reading swings, and it's a combination, I'd say.
A combination. How much are you pitching? How much? So I know, not in the tournament. I know you're doing 2 games or something, and then you're Paul Skenes if we need to.
Yeah, we might need you.
Yeah, that is. We'll let you all figure that out. Didn't love that whoever leaked the news about Scooble, kind of made Scooble look like the bad guy, which he's in the middle of something. I think everybody in baseball was like, we're on your side in this entire thing. I think they should have said D-Row will decide when Scooble's going in, as opposed to publicly saying that. I think it's got out, like, Paul Skenes projected to throw 2. But are you getting throwing sessions in with them? Like, how often will you pitch for this? And is this just like off-season pitching routine? How often do you pitch during the week?
Yeah,
how many sessions or balls are you throwing?
It's a normal rotation for me here. I'll be on a 5 or 6 day. What we're in, what I'll do during the season. That's what I'm doing here, and so I'll have one bullpen time, session between my starts. And if they want to catch it, they can catch it. If not, we have bullpen catchers. But we'll sit down and talk as long as we need to get on the same page so we can win the tournament.
When you put that back. That's your thing. Does anybody else do that, or I only see it with you?
I'm sure there are other people that do it. Yeah,
there are.
Did you bring in football?
Yeah.
We need to see. You need to start selling these things. You know what I mean? Because I've been seeing what's going on with Scooble, his arbitration. I don't know if that's just going to work out. I assumed he was going to get $1 billion. That is not. You're the same way. We need you to stay in Pittsburgh, by the way.
Yeah.
Excited for you to stay in Pittsburgh. On that note, go ahead, Dahn.
Speaking of Paul, obviously last year the pitching staff was great. Runs were kind of hard to come by. Signed a few bats in the offseason. How do we feel? It feels like we're going to be able to score some more runs this year. And I say we because we are we.
We are Pittsburgh. Yeah, I love it. We signed some good guys. We made some good trades. I love that the only hat that you have of a team other than USA is Pittsburgh. So thank you for that. Yeah, it's a different vibe in camp right now, and I'm as excited as I am to be here right now. I'm a little upset that I'm not in camp, kind of missing out there. So it's going to be fun.
Time.
Yeah.
You guys play cards? I heard Boo-Ray happens in MLB. I didn't know that baseball contracts were allowed to play Boo-Ray. Are you a card player, Cal?
3, 2, 1, drop. I'm in.
I couldn't even imagine with how much travel baseball has, let alone the amount of money that you guys potentially have going in there, a Boo-Ray game. That's a part of baseball. Cards more a part of baseball culture than anything else?
Yeah, I'd say. Cards,
dice.
That's dominoes, especially like a lot of the Latin guys like to play dominoes. So there's usually a couple card tables on the flights, and that's usually where guys are getting most of their bonding in, most of their downtime. So.
3, 2, 1. Are you selling? Or are you doing a little? Ty's got another question.
In terms of this tournament as a whole, like we've talked a lot about how. And you guys are both young, and I don't know if you would have even been in position to play on the last team, but has there been much talk about how, from the outside, it's like, hey, Japan is like baseball is their thing now where, it's our pastime. Yeah. Okay, when we want to put the best team out there, we will put the best team out there, and we've done that. But is there anything internally about you guys saying man, we would love to kick Japan's ass in the championship in this?
I've talked to some guys individually. There hasn't been a ton for me. I don't know about you, but I'm sure we'll get that in the next few days before we get into pool play.
What's D-Rose saying to you guys? Has he spoke yet?
We haven't had a meeting yet, so but it's not going. I can't imagine it's going to take a lot to fire something.
Yeah, we got this on.
It already feels like I'm floating on cloud 9, so it's going to be fun.
All right, I can't wait to watch you boys. I'm going to be taking on Kershaw today. Did you hear about this?
Actually?
Yeah, for a full inning. He's trying to get me out 3 outs.
Are you going to stand in?
Do you what's that?
You're going to stand in, try to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Think he's going to make contact?
Let's go. No.
What am I looking for, though? Maybe I need to go from both sides of the plate. Hey. Maybe I get an inning on the right side.
I don't know if you want to go left against Kershaw.
Yeah, that's
Stay right.
Are you a switch hitter?
He doesn't know.
I do not know. I didn't play baseball at all. I think I have more power on this side just naturally because of golf and stuff and maybe a little hockey dangles.
Hit for average from the left side.
But boy, I always, Ken Griffey Jr., growing up, just like that's like a much prettier swing, it seems like, but I don't think I can get any power on that.
Cal, are you always opposite of the pitcher?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll bet right today then, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Shut up. Okay, I don't know. You sound like a little negative there. What is it, though, Cal? He'll have a big breaking ball, and you're just waiting on it? Is that what you're doing? What should I be doing here?
He's got the bread and butter is the fastball slider, and he's got a big.
What's that mean? So what's that going to do? What's the fastball slider going to do to me if I'm on the right side like you would do against him? What is that thing going to do to me? It's going to go away.
It's going to go straight down. It's a kind of a gyro type, which means it's not like a big one. It's not move a lot. It's going to be tight, and at the very end, it's going to drop down.
And I'm going to go meet. I'm going to see that, and then boom, it's going to drop underneath my bat.
If I were you, I would just start swinging as you're releasing.
So just guessing where it'll be. Strike somewhere.
Yeah, swing hard in case you hit it.
I like that. Yeah, I will. Yeah. It's kind of my life in general. I'm swing hard just in case we hit this thing. And then if we do, guess what we're doing? Those are the Papago Buttes right there. Okay, Clayton Kershaw, I know he's retired. There's a chance I hit one off that fucking rock right there. Okay, just know that.
It's only like 800, 900 feet probably.
Yeah, exactly. And with what he's going to be bringing, if I just close these things, shut these eyeballs, boom, and just that's what you're saying I need to do.
There you go.
All right, that's sweet. If you were pitching against me, a person that's never played baseball before, you're throwing fastball, right?
Yeah, there's no point to throw anything else.
Just fastball every time?
Yeah.
And is that going, so fastball, you can direct where that's going to go, right? In the strike zone? Where Clayton would want to go close, you would want to go close to me to scare the shit out of me, or would you want to go far knowing that I wouldn't reach it?
I think Kersh should throw a ball behind you.
I don't think we should do that.
John Kruk style.
I don't think we should do any of that. Kershaw, professional. We don't need any of that. Okay, I don't need poop in my pants here while I'm doing this entire thing. Will he try to get that thing close to me to scare me?
Probably, I would guess.
Okay, good. All right, now see, these are things you're giving away.
Yeah, you're thinking the game. I love it.
See that I'm starting to do it, and I cannot wait to watch you guys represent our country. I cannot wait for our country to rally around you guys. Beating the rest of the world. Thank you so much for taking time. Good luck the rest of the way, and let's go win this whole damn thing.
Why not?
They're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Paul Skenes and Cal Raleigh.
There you go, boys.
Thank you.
Here we go,
Thank
boys.
you, thank you, thank you. You're a good man. You're a good man. You're a good man. Con man, welcome back, brother. Great to see you, dude.
Seeing you again. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
What's that?
Is that a new haircut?
Yeah. I usually keep it like this. Looks good.
It's good. It's back.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Good seeing you again.
Good luck, boys.
What a year you had, Lester. Thanks for letting us be a part of it. Oh, wow.
Oh, he doesn't wear a ute?
Oh, wow.
He looks nervous.
He does.
I don't think he looks nervous
He looks
at
like a
all.
guy who kind of does what he wants.
Shaking
I like
his
it.
boots. That was my picture on the show.
That's a monster. Do we know he was this? Ladies and gentlemen.
Big son of a bitch.
Yes, we're ready for you anytime you need it. Ladies and gentlemen, 11-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champ, 3-time Cy Young winner. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who's going to be maybe up to his toughest task later today. Stud, stallion, high school friends with Matthew Stafford, icon, first ballot Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw. Clayton, we got some Hembo stats sent over to us. You can put that on if you can. And I don't know if you'll be able to see the screen or not with how bright it is. Look at these stats here that Hembo sent over to us from ESPN. Live ball era since 1920. Okay, that's a long time, 1920. Lowest ERA, Clayton Kershaw. Lowest whip, which I know what that means, Clayton Kershaw. Lowest OPS, Clayton Kershaw. Minimum 250 starts. So whenever you talk about greatness personified, it is actually this man. And not only that, I think everybody that's ever met you loves you. Thank you for what you've done for sport.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for having me. This will be fun.
Genuinely, thank you for doing what you've done for sport. Now, let's talk about this Team USA. You are retired MLB.
Yes.
But D-Row and everybody wanted you on the roster because of how much you mean to everybody, you mean to baseball. Where do you currently sit with, like, what's potentially the WBC schedule for you, and how do you feel about life right now?
I feel great, man. I'm so excited to be here and be with this group. Like you saw the guys coming out here, and I Amazoned all my gear. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready, dude. I've been ready for a long time. So I'm just so fired up to be on this team. And I told D-Row, I told Andy Pettit, our pitching guy, I was like, look, whatever you guys want, I'll throw 0. I'll throw every game. It doesn't matter. I'm done after this. So I'll do whatever you want. I'm gonna face you in a little bit, and I'm ready.
Look out.
Are you? I know you've been pitching against high schoolers. I don't want to give too much away, but how has those sessions gone?
The results have been mixed. I'm not going to lie. They've been mixed. Yeah, I think the velo might be not what it should be, but the arm feels great, and I think I have enough for you. I think I can get you out.
Okay, now me, certainly no problem, but is there a chance that today against me, as you just make me look like I'm trying to hit a fucking homer again.
See those?
See those
buttes?
Papa buttes right there. That's what those are called, okay? That's what I'm aiming for.
Love that.
But everybody that knows baseball has seemingly been telling me, like, hey, you need to not get your hopes up here on contact or anything like that. Is there a chance you come out here and just straight 9 pitch me, okay, through an inning, and then all of a sudden D-Row and Kershaw are like, okay, Kershaw, let's go ahead and have a WBC. Are you looking for anything in these moments for WBC, or do you already know what you could potentially do if you had to do it?
No, I mean, you're getting me ready. I need this. Yeah, I need this.
That's
This is a competition.
You're helping America.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, this is he's helping America.
Yeah,
exactly. This is we need you right here. I need good at bats. I need to know what I'm facing, and I'm getting ready.
Okay, Skenes said that if he was pitching against me, he'd throw one behind me.
Okay. I've had a lot of votes to get you in the ribs. A lot of votes.
From who? I would like to let you know that'd be on base. Look at the money donation now, Kershaw.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Normally, whenever we do these types of things, the people we're doing it with very rarely say, "I would actually like to donate." Kershaw was like, I would actually like to donate alongside you in this thing, right? I don't want to speak out of pocket.
Yeah, I got you.
He said, I'll donate. I'll be a part of this. So here's the money we came up for. If I had a bingo, dinger, dong shot, you name it, 25 grand. Extra base hit, 15,000. And my ghost runner's quick, by the way. Don't you ever forget that. Right. If you walk me, which that would be a rib shot, right? Would that not be?
Yeah. How much is that worth?
$10,500 donation. Strikeout, $10,000. A hit is just $10,000. Ball contact, $5,000 donation.
Okay.
Hit by pitch, that's an extra $5,000.
Boom.
So it's actually $15,000. So let's
Still
go.
worth it, but all right.
Strike is $1,000, obviously, and then every ball will be a donation by the pitcher as well. For $1,000.
If I throw a ball. all?
$1,000.
Okay, these are new. Okay, good.
Yeah, just
coming after you, man. All strikes. Let's go.
Okay,
who's
good.
umping this thing?
What's that?
Who's umping this thing?
I think D-Row's going to be the ump.
Okay.
I think D-Row's
Small box.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he needs to make you like a. Yeah, it does need to be a small
Yeah,
box.
that's a tiny strikeout zone.
Or what's it called now? What's the robot called now?
Is there a name? ABS?
Yeah,
ABS. All right.
And am I pitching against you?
If you want.
Yes.
Everybody's telling me that you rake. That's what they say. They say you practice.
No, I don't rake, but I can swing a bat. I'll make some contact.
Okay, so we'll do all those donation things for you pitching me an inning, and then for me pitching you an inning.
I get to try to go deep against you?
Every time, yeah. We'll cap it though, because I might never get you out. Like I do not know if I can even throw a strike.
Yeah. 9 at-bats, cap.
Okay.
Yeah. There is
full order.
Full order is
Cap.
an there is a cap, because if I can't get an out, and I do fear, although this is going to be at the end of training today, that some of the other boys might see me up on the bump after you do your thing, and they go, "Hey, throw a couple more in here." And I'm just getting shelled out here. So I am excited for it. I'm thankful for it all. Thank you for agreeing to do that. It's going to be awesome.
I'll be a blast.
It's going to be spectacular. Now let's talk about Team USA a little bit.
Okay.
And you said you're just happy to be here. I'll do whatever you need from me. What do you think the proper vibes are for the best baseball team? Because it feels like you guys are always upbeat. It feels like there's like yeah, but then in the biggest moments locked in as well. How do you balance like what the proper tone of a team should be in your eyes, especially as a multiple-time winner?
Well, I mean, I think that's the way baseball is. I think you play every day, so you can't just be, locked in for the whole day. So I think guys do a really good job being pretty relaxed. And then from everything I've heard about this tournament, the adrenaline, the atmosphere itself, will get you locked in. And it's just so much different than a spring training game. So a lot of guys like Will Smith and some of these guys that were on the Dodgers that told me about it said it's like a playoff game, playoff atmosphere. And so that atmosphere alone will do enough to lock in the guys. But, as far as just hanging out, you just want to get to know the guys, and it's kind of like an all-star game with those guys in there. You just want to hang out, get to know them. All my boys are sending me baseball cards, all my kids saying, "Hey, I need Aaron Judge. I need the big guy." I was like, "All right, guys, I'll get it done."
This is a retired life now. You're going to be doing a lot more of that. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, as a kid, you dream about certain moments, and we were in the same draft as your buddy Stafford. I definitely dreamt about playing against or picking off Peyton Manning and having that moment. Are there like 2 or 3 moments for you, whether it's strikeout against a legend, first CY win, first World Series, like what are the top 2 or 3 moments that stand out for you in your amazing career?
I mean, I would say one of the World Series. I got to do it 3 times, and that was
not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, that was it. I think when you play a team sport, you want to win the last game of the season. And so I think for me, being able to do that, especially this last year, my last game ever, get to win the World Series, like couldn't script it any better than that, and it was just such an amazing moment for me. And then winning the first one, we had a lot of times we got to the postseason and we didn't win. And so for me to win that first one and finally get that monkey off my back and get to do it was amazing.
Going out on top is what everybody dreams of, brother.
Yeah, I agree. Felt pretty good.
And then today it can all change. Go ahead, Ty.
In terms of going out on top, what led you to officially being like, I'm done. I want to retire. Obviously, I know you got kids at home, but you see the team you guys have in LA right now, and I assume that, you're still confident in what you can do. It's probably hard not to be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I run this back like a year or 2 because I might be able to add 2 more World Series rings.
I'm not that confident anymore. I'm not. I think you look up at the gun and you're throwing 87, 88. I think it might be time to hang it up. And just physically too. I think I have enough in the tank for these 3 weeks. But you ask me in September if my body's okay. I don't think it would be. So between winning last year and like you said, if you're on the Dodgers, you probably have a chance to win the World Series every year. So at some point you got to walk away because every year is going to be a chance to win another one. So. We won, and it's just the right time. Felt good.
So your body told you is what you're saying?
Yeah, a number of things.
When did it start going? And was it quick? Because for kickers, can I tell you about kickers?
Yeah.
So kickers will kick, and then they lose their height. Like it's almost like they say overnight. Like it'll become a thing where it just becomes obvious. Like Vinatieri, he would have kicked until he was 70 years old if he could.
Yeah.
But then he just couldn't get the ball up quick enough. Like that's the determiner is can I get it up quick enough? And then it like happens. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. Was it the same for you, or was it a gradual process? Because I guess you can kind of game whenever you're losing speed a little bit more.
Yeah, my velo kind of stopped going up, about 6 or 7 years ago, and then slowly the deterioration happened. So I don't think it was like a 1-year thing. I think it was just over time, and then I started having surgeries, and that's no fun to have to rehab and all that stuff. But every offseason when you go and throw bullpens in the offseason, you're throwing 82, 83, and you're like,
man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it, get to 90 this year, and then, just keep going with that route every offseason. And then finally, this past offseason, I was like, you know what, this feels like it's the right time. This is just getting harder and harder to gear up and go. And like you said, I love playing. I love playing baseball. I love baseball so much. I love those guys, and I love the Dodgers so much. I would have played as long as my arm would have let me, but I think my arm told me it was time.
Thank you for your contribution to sport. Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, speaking of the Dodgers, two of Japan's biggest stars, Ohtani and Yamamoto, they are obviously kind of the headliners of that Japanese team.
Yeah.
Are you going to basically tell everyone their secrets? Tell everyone how to hit Yamamoto, tell them how to get Ohtani out, how to hit Ohtani? And also, what do you just think about Japan baseball culture as a whole? Because it feels like Ohtani, he's tipping his cap every time he's stepping in the batter's box to the other manager. Like, Japanese baseball also feels like such a huge part of their culture. How difficult is it to, kind of beat a team like that?
Yeah, Shohei and Yama are so good, and they both go about it very differently. So, I think when you think about Japanese culture, like, you think of, like, all the, Mr. Miyagi, all these things, and Yama is a lot like that. Yama, like, is in the weight room every day doing these same things, but with Shohei, he's got to pitch, and he's got to hit, and he's a monster in the weight room, and he's so fast, all these things. So it's amazing what Shohei does. And as far as secrets, I don't know how he does it. I have no idea. I've watched him for a few years, still have no idea how he does it. So it'll be fun if we get to face them for sure, and it'll be a tough matchup, but that's a pretty good group of guys in there, and I'm excited to watch that.
Okay, you said you watch Shohei, you don't know how he does it.
Don't know how he does it, really don't.
Special, right? This is like
it's just
alien type stuff?
Yeah, it's just God-given talent. He works really hard. You got to give him a lot of credit for how he takes care of himself to be able to pitch and hit and stay healthy, but I don't know how he does it.
How's he amongst the boys?
He's great. He's funny. He speaks a lot of English, which I don't know if he lets on to the media too much, but Shohei's great, and he's been a great addition to the clubhouse, and everybody loves him. He's great.
Because what has happened with MLB and Japan's relationship with Shohei, and then what your team does with him being there. You guys feel what's happening for baseball, right, with Shohei, while you're riding kind of that, like, not that it's just Shohei on your team. You guys got studs everywhere, which people are pissed about.
Yeah. Everybody's pissed about that.
People are not happy about. But as you're riding that wave of obvious global popularity alongside Shohei, is there something that you try to, like, I don't want to be like a mentor for him, or like, hey, like it's all good? Like, he has to feel the weight of the world on his shoulders, and I don't know how the teammate stuff works, especially with such different cultures between Japan and America.
He does a great job. I think that with the media circus that follows him everywhere, and all of the Japanese reporters that are in LA, like, as a team, we don't see that. He does such a good job of, like, handling all that and still being a good teammate and still playing really well. So, like I said, it all bakes into the formula of, like, I don't know how he does everything that he does, because he literally does have, like, a country watching him every second of the day. And, we went to Tokyo last year. We opened up at opening day in Tokyo last year, and that was wild. I think it was probably like what the Beatles were. It's kind of like, that's what I would experience just being around Shohei and being on the Dodgers. That was once in a lifetime to see him in Tokyo last year.
And then there's drama too. Now, obviously, he's megastar. You talk about a whole country following him, so anything that happens is going to be amplified. And in between years is seemingly everything. He'll have so much happening out here, and he still somehow hits a baseball that's this big. Like, he had like a 3 home run night, like the night after, like, some devastating thing happened to him. Like, hey, you were robbed or something like this, and then now everybody on earth is expecting you to show up, and then he hits 3 dingers. It's like, this guy,
he's special.
In between the years, I don't know how, let alone his whole body. This feels like a special, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't give a shit in this baseball classic, okay? Not at all. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Clayton, we were talking to Skenes, and obviously everyone on Team USA, this is a team, everyone wants to succeed. But he said, like, hey, I'm not going to give away to guys in here why I'm throwing a certain pitch in their first at-bat, what I'm setting them up for in the second and third at-bat. Now that you're retired, are you going to give away all the secret to all the hitters in here? And has anyone started your picking your brain yet?
I had no secrets. I think I threw the same 3 pitches my whole career.
What are they?
Fastball, slider, curveball. I tried to throw a changeup for 18 years, never really figured it out. But as the fastball went, the slider usage went up, and I started throwing the slider basically every pitch. And, there's no secrets. I just tried to throw it in a good spot and hope for the best.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I've been told.
Okay. What do you got?
You should have faith in your fastball against me.
Right down the middle.
Every single time, fastball.
Balls
right
cost money.
You got to throw him a hook. Have to.
I'm going to try to throw some strikes based on that formula of cheerleading, and then I'm going to go from there.
No, you can work it a little bit.
Yeah,
but honestly, facing me,
Yeah.
You know that I have no clue
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So you can really work with that, right? Like, I need to know that you are definitely fucking with me whenever whatever's happening in there is happening.
I mean, when you think about it, it's a pretty lose-lose situation for me, right?
Yes.
Like, if I'm facing a kicker and he gets a hit off me, but if I strike him out, it's exactly what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, this sucks for you. That's why I called you multiple times saying, hey.
Sure you won't do it?
I'm rethinking it now, but no, it's good.
I appreciate you. Go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, the other thing about, the entire United States team is the importance of putting on the jersey. You put on an LA Dodgers jersey every day, and that means a lot. You mentioned it, you're in it for the World Series every year, but I mean, first of all, the outfit you have on is fantastic.
Awesome.
But when you put on, the USA jersey itself, you see the flag on the hat. How important is that to you? Just representing your country and kind of being able to do that on such a worldwide platform.
It's so cool. It's so cool. I think it's a bucket list thing for me. I've tried to be on this team a few different times, and it hadn't worked out for numerous reasons. But now that I finally get to do it and represent, USA and get to play baseball, it's an amazing thing. We were all watching the Winter Olympics to see the hockey teams win, and just to kind of see the nation support them and be behind them. It was amazing, and we love that. And so I think to get to do that in a baseball uniform for Team USA is it's a bucket list thing for me. I'm so grateful to get to be on the team, and it's going to be a blast.
You've watched World Baseball Classics in the past?
Yeah.
You saying it's not being able to work out, whether it was injury or free agency, it feels like baseball does try to look out for its players. Like Scooble, it's currently happening right now, where we want to load our team definitely, but he also has generational wealth potentially on the other side, so everybody tries to balance it. It feels like, because MLB's involved in this as well, and all the baseball players, I think they kind of get it. What do you think the fans at home should look forward to with WBC? Literally, you might throw 2 innings, 4th and 5th inning against some team that we're playing against. That could be anybody. Now, they're saying Paul is only going to throw 2 games, but it's like we get into a playoff game.
Trying to win.
There's a chance that a guy who's an ace comes out and does it. Like,
don't tell the Pirates that. They don't want to hear that.
They don't care. Don't worry. They don't care about baseball.
The Pirates spent $100 million on their entire roster for the first time ever this year.
He doesn't even know the WBC's happening.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure if he does yet. We don't. He probably found out today. Show was on. Why is McAfee in Arizona? I hate that guy. Why is Paul there? Why isn't Paul at our place? That's potentially real over there with the Pirates. But what do you think people should look forward to for this WBC?
Just the matchups. The way it ended last year, having Shohei face Mike Trout, teammates at the time, and that swing and miss to end the game like that, and to see how meaningful it was for Team Japan to win that. And that's all I've heard is just like how much people want to win this thing for their country. And so I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to see it. And then you're going to see matchups that you don't ever see. Like the Dominican Republic is loaded, right? Team Japan is loaded. Venezuela is always good. There's good players on every team. So just the different types of matchups, the different pressure situations for guys. It's going to be awesome.
I'm excited to see if you can handle the pressure today.
Yeah, I'm excited too. A little nervous.
What'd you do yesterday?
I didn't do anything. I played golf. Family came in town. I did no baseball activity. Didn't do any baseball activity yesterday, the day before that either.
Okay. All right. So it might be a little cold.
I need to warm up. I need an hour. Give me a warm up, and I'll be good.
Yesterday was a lot of water for you, though?
I'm hydrated. I'm very hydrated.
For me, it was the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we had one here in Scottsdale.
You had a good time?
Had to. We were introduced to the Illuminati of Scottsdale called the Thunderbirds. Our friend AQ Shipley's in this group. They got belts and they're a whole
custom shoes.
They're a little fraternity thing. They own everything out here. We had one, and there was multiple times we mentioned you where I was we're doing a cheers or whatever, taking them. Wonder what Kershaw is doing right now. So I want to say lose situation. So like
sounds like excuses after excuses.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Just telling you the reality of the biz. Okay, a lot of dry mouth yesterday. Excited to see and step in there, and thank you for allowing me the honor of being able to. Honestly, this is normal for you. For me, as somebody that didn't play baseball ever, the fact that I'm allowed to step in that batter's box and face you is very fucking cool. I understand that, and I'm very, very grateful. Very, very grateful.
Well, thanks for being here, bringing your show out here. It means a lot to the guys, and it's good for baseball to have you guys here, so appreciate it.
You're good for baseball. Yes. So is this. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who's going to try to strike me out. Not hit me in the ribs.
No.
Definitely
Maybe.
not.
No. Maybe. Thank you, guys.
Thanks to Clayton Kershaw. Sir, thank you so much. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
See you in a bit.
All right.
See you, dude.
You don't have a chance, pal.
Yeah, bud. See you later. That's what I thought.
I won so many championships with that dude.
Just on the show?
Oh, yeah.
He's so big.
Just a
He's
moose.
He's huge.
The moose.
Yeah, now, I will say on that handshake on the way out, I did try to
Try and get him.
just wanted
Yeah.
because I think that's
You're
a
going to
big,
need that. It's a big mind games are going to be a big part of it.
This is awful.
And now you know strikes.
Yeah, I should shook his left hand and just try to crack that a little bit.
He's not letting that happen.
So what, fastball, slider, curveball, he said.
Yep, that's it.
Slider's going off the table. It's going right there.
He saw the balls, though, being a donation from his side, and he said, okay, looks like I'm just going to have to kind of throw some strikes only.
We have some tape, right?
Yeah, let's do some Hembo stats here as we continue. The best pitches during the tracking era. This is since 2008. Oh, number 1, Kershaw's slider, plus 229.
Okay.
Number 2, Clayton Kershaw's four-seamer, plus 225. And number 3, Justin Verlander, who's back with the Tigers, four-seamer, plus 207. So basically every stat that I've seen, I know there's a lot of stats for baseball because there's a lot of games, a lot of things to remember. Clayton Kershaw, generational tie.
Yeah, probably the best pitcher of his generation. He will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's what's crazy is because this curveball.
That's a big hook.
This just, you want to talk.
So what am I doing? I'm sitting and waiting for
the slider.
You're golfing that thing.
You're not hitting his curveball, so don't worry about that one. That's not the one we want.
Okay.
I don't know if you're hitting the slider.
Yeah. We want the fastball. We want the fastball dead red. That's the one we want to be sitting on and trying to drive.
And I'm just going to say meat.
Yeah. Exactly.
As I'm swinging.
Well, you can say that for every pitch he throws.
Oh, meat.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, because Ty was trying to teach me good baseball chirping yesterday. Like when I'm in the batter's box, things that I could say here, like meat's like that's a meatball, beach ball. Here we go. You should definitely ask for time in here a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely tap head. We want a review of the pitch in there. All these things that could potentially take place. I'm worried once I get in there, it's all going to go black.
There's a chance.
And I'm just going to see Kershaw out there, and I'm going to go,
yeah.
What? I sign up for this. And then he's going to, and I'm like, that's 15 grand, Clayton.
Is he putting the uniform on, or is he pitching in?
If he's going in that with that, that's a problem.
This
that won't be
weather
good.
is also really, really good for him.
For
yes,
me,
it is.
No, for him.
For me, because the ball will fly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for everybody.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
You got to hit it.
He might get a couple more miles an hour on his velo.
Yeah, he's
with
going to be
the
nice
heat.
and lathered.
All right, let's talk about some stuff happening in the football world as we continue. Kirk Cousins will be released by the Atlanta Falcons. That whole thing ends after he gets paid $180 million to be their quarterback. Then they draft Michael Penix Jr. at the number 8 overall pick a month and a half later. Now we see a time where Kirk Cousins could potentially go back to the Minnesota Vikings or maybe to the New York Jets, or to any of these other teams that could potentially need a veteran. We've seen veterans who get their second, third opportunity in places, Kirk Cousins included, have massive success. Look for him to get out there. Derek Carr allegedly was coming out of retirement, told the Saints that, told the world that. There was no movement. Maybe Derek Carr gets another gig. Tua Tagovailoa is going to be moved on from the Miami world. Geno Smith is being looked at potentially for the Minnesota Vikings. Kyler Murray's days in Arizona are over. Remember, they draft the kid from UCLA. Josh Rosen. It does not go well. He's the Rosen one, they say. He does not do really well at all at baseball or at football.
No.
1 year later, new staff, new everything. They draft Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray becomes first player ever, athlete ever, to be drafted top 10 in football and in baseball. He then goes on to have an interesting career with Arizona, where during his contract negotiations, something comes out where it's basically like, this guy's playing video games. He's not actually watching film. They say, no, that's not true. You're still talking about one of the greatest athletes to ever exist in Kyler Murray. He'll have a fresh start somewhere. Will that be in Minnesota? Feels like all these veteran quarterbacks, all eyes are on Minnesota. They win 14 games. Okay, with Sam Darnold playing for the number 1 overall seed in the NFC. Then they go into what they are. Injuries take place. They're holding back J.J. McCarthy from an injuries perspective, not getting as many reps. But they're clearly in the veteran quarterback market, it feels like, from everything we've heard. And I also heard some people around the Combine say that, they've talked to people at the Minnesota. This is not Minnesota Vikings people saying this, but talk to people at Minnesota Vikings after the season goes. And they're almost like, it was almost disrespectful to Ball to just move on from a quarterback that wins 14 games. Just almost disrespectful to the NFL. So this guy wins 14 games in the NFL, and you say, we can kind of move on. There was like a narrative that like that decision in of itself for Minnesota was one that maybe karma was going to work against them just because of it's hard to win 14 games. And I think their fan base saw them win 14 games. So now they're in a sense of urgency to get right back there as soon as possible, D-Buck.
Yeah, and a lot of people felt like that when they made the decision to move on. But as a coach, as a front office, as an ownership group, you got to make that decision, whether it's firing a coach, who's the Schottenheimer, or Chargers with like 14 games, and then they let him go because they just felt like it was time for a change. You drafted a guy in the first round. You obviously believed in him, so you turned that page. But a lot of us felt that way. And then there were other people on the other side who were like, hey, if they get J.J. McCarthy, he does this, they'll be right back in that situation. But we know how
better.
Yeah, exactly. So we know how fleeting success in this league can be. You know, whether it's going to a deep playoff run or getting to a Super Bowl or winning the Super Bowl, that staff, that team, everything is different year in and year out. So it was a tough decision, and it's why they get paid the big bucks.
Aaron Jones will be released from the Vikings. Same with a defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave. So they'll be freeing up some money. Aaron Jones on the market's good news for a lot of people.
Huge.
Speaking of running backs on the market, David Montgomery is now a member of the Houston Texans. He was once a part of the Sonic and Knuckles or Ass and Cheeks, depending upon how they played backfield up there in Detroit. He will now head down to Houston to be alongside Woody Marks in that backfield with C.J. Stroud and a revamped offensive line, because a part of everything happening this morning for Houston is they're getting rid of offensive linemen. So I'll be excited to see what they end up putting together. Let's go back to the truck Detroit Lions superfan, Evan Foxy. Demo out of town. This is what you guys wanted, right? We only want Gibbs getting the rock?
No. This is a bummer. Montgomery has been a pillar for this team once the MCDC era started, once that brand new Lions era started. Monty has been the guy. He actually would always start the games, and then Gibbs would come in after that. I actually remember a game against the Rams 2 seasons ago. We go to overtime. They gave Monty the ball 9 or 10 times in a row. He ran down the field, touchdown, game was over. He's an absolute dog. We're definitely going to miss him in Detroit.
Yeah, why'd you say that people were calling him Cheeks, though?
Well, you know, at the beginning of this season, they didn't have a great game against the Packers, first game of the year, and people said, I thought their nickname was Sonic and Knuckles, not Ass and Cheeks, so that's how they got that nickname for this season. They didn't deserve that. I would never say that about them. And now Gibbs is going to be the highest paid running back in the league, it sounds like.
I did see that, some people were saying at the end of the season they stopped giving the ball to Demo. We no longer have a dual backfield, and we stopped winning games. So I thought Jahmyr Gibbs was spectacular, and anytime you give a ball to somebody that isn't him, you're certainly taking away from runs. But maybe they needed Demo to do what Demo does. He'll go to Houston with a bunch of dogs down there. What's that offensive line look like? It is multiple times now where Caserio will move on. It feels like from big names trying to find it. I hope they're able to do it. I trust Caserio. Good luck down there. Congrats to the Texans getting active. Congrats to also Brandon Aubrey, kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. It was reported that, he's looking for $10 million a year, which would be the highest. That was all a lie, I guess. That was all a lie. I guess that wasn't real. His wife confirmed it. Also, his agent, everybody confirmed it. I think that report was coming from a place of somebody saying, pay him $10 million. And then
we were like,
and it just kind of comes into play. He will be the highest paid kicker coming into next year, but I guess he wanted to let people know, I'm not commanding $10 million. This is just agents saying, hey, this guy needs $15-20 million if you wanted to.
Well, and it's smart because, if Jerry gets wind of this and he thinks he actually is, demanding $10 million, we've seen what's happened with Cowboys players in the past who kind of wronged Jerry in that way.
Yeah, he's on the first thing spoken at Indianapolis. D-But, speaking of Indianapolis, Daniel Jones and the Colts allegedly not close on a deal. Schefter said 50-50 on that thing getting done before the franchise tag. Your thoughts on where the Colts are at right now?
That's very concerning. Obviously, we saw what Daniel Jones can do with an offensive line and in Shane Steichen's offense, and it was MVP level. So hopefully we can get him back. But number one, he's got to get healthy and recover from this major injury as well, but I hope we get him back. 50-50 is literally a toss-up, so we shall see, according to Schefter.
Unbelievable shot right here.
Yeah.
That might be the coolest you have ever. Yeah. And from us to all of you on E2, we'll continue digitally on YouTube, TikTok, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus, live from Scottsdale, Arizona, the home of Team USA training camp as they get ready for the World Baseball Classic. First game on Friday against Brazil, then Great Britain, then Mexico and Italy. Then we move on to take on the world's greats. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice might change your life. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. I feel like we really hit it.
Oh, yeah. That's a good omen.
And I said the game's great, so if we lose to anybody, that would be a real, that'd be tough. That'd be like he's expecting to get by all these guys. We can't be losing to Brazil.
No, we're not going
or
to lose
Italy.
to Brazil.
Or anybody. They swing spaghetti.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, but those spaghettis.
Uncooked.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's got good.
I suppose.
We're going to beat the shit out of every team in pool play. Like, beat the shit out of every team.
So Brazil is last in the odds when they have the odds to win the World Baseball. They're like plus 400,000. Yeah, boom.
Plus 40,000.
Yeah.
Great Britain right there next to him. We got them as well. Plus 25,000.
Here we go.
Yeah. Feels like now. Which?
Hey, you never know. That's why we got to play the games.
That is why we got to play the games.
That's baseball.
Why don't we
Mexico's not a bad team.
Why don't we take a break? That two will be leaving from this pool, so we assume it'll be us in Mexico. Maybe Italy will get in there with the gobble. Who knows? Maybe Brazil starts seeing it, even though the books say they got no shot. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got a man who runs baseball. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you could say that.
You could say that, yep.
Most powerful agent in sports?
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Certainly the most wealthy.
Yeah.
The NFL has 3% cap at what agents can make. I don't think baseball has one, but I think it's like 3 to 5% is normally the era. If you were to do that particular math on the amount of money that this guy has negotiated, Scott Boras, he's negotiated $15 billion.
That's pretty good.
He'll be joining us. I'm sure he's going to have some shit to say about everything going on in MLB.
Yeah, I think he will.
I'll be excited to see who's happy he's on the show and who's not happy.
Yeah.
That's kind of this thing about this baseball world. I don't know it. And I have a lot of people telling me that on the internet that I don't know baseball. And I've said I don't know baseball.
That's why we're here.
No shit. Yeah, we're trying our best.
Yeah.
Trying to learn the game. I'm stepping in batter's box here to take on a generational is great.
Yeah, one of the goats.
Okay, I'm trying to learn as much as possible. But also, I don't know when we step in it and when we don't. That does kind of happen to us.
We don't.
We get into a place where we don't necessarily know all the ins and outs, and all of a sudden we throw ourselves into a war with somebody that I never expected. Scott Boras coming on, the only people that are going to be mad about that are all the people that have had to pay him over the years, I assume?
Yeah, I guess, but the fact that they kind of just let him in here, if there was actual heat, I'm guessing it's harder for him to get. I think everyone knows what Scott Boras represents.
Because we are big fans of the way MLB has been nice to us.
Yes.
We are very, very thankful to MLB. And it is very hard not to say the MLB.
It is.
You've been good with it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been crushing it.
That was last year's you. You've grown.
Yeah.
I think I did it 3 times today. I heard me do it.
That was All-Star you.
This is World Baseball Classic us.
Bingo.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. We're lucky to be here. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You should do the same. When we get back, we got some great baseball talk, and we'll wrap up all the news around the sports world. College basketball doing it.
Oh,
Crushing it.
College basketball is bringing it. You're about to get shocked by all the crooks. Just put up 41.
Okay.
What month is it?
March.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You don't want to be a monster in January. You want to be a monster in March. And it feels like college basketball has been a monster as a whole. But the men's and the women's have been must-watch. People are saying college hoops better than NBA hoops this year.
Yeah,
I'd sign off on that.
Yeah, hard not to argue it.
I
Especially
don't know. I saw Wemby go from the elbow the other night. He might be.
He's an alien.
Yeah, and Tatum's back this week.
What?
Yeah, yesterday was the first day he was listed as an actual doubtful versus just being out, and they're saying Friday would be a date to look forward to with Dallas and Cooper Flag.
That's unbelievable. All right, sports are the greatest. Baseball's on fire. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice that might change your life. Take 5. Jack, you got anything to say to the team here?
Oh, man, you guys keep crushing and firing everybody up. It's bigger than you guys, and you guys are the friggin' best. Boom.
Thank you, Jack.
That's amazing.
Yes.
God damn, I needed that.
I got back in shape. I was in the best shape of my life. I felt like I just throw people through walls. Oh, shit. What's happening? Is this really good?
is this?
We interrupt your regular programming with breaking news.
We have reports of a UAP approaching Indianapolis. They have messaged to officials they are coming to take over the world.
Government agencies have been alerted that they plan to land and activate Earth's Armageddon switch.
This is literally the scariest situation imaginable, a true doomsday scenario. Please stay calm, seek shelter immediately, and pray to whatever God or higher power you believe in.
What is that?
What? Landed here?
I think Indianapolis. What? So that can't be.
We gotta go find these motherfuckers.
Yeah?
That's what we need to do.
I think it sounds like something you should have with Jack Carr. Yeah. I don't know. We need to.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
All right, then let's go. Yeah. Fuck these pieces of shit.
Let's get them.
Oh, there it is. That motherfucker. It's here. It's here.
It's the button.
Yeah, it is. Oh.
Hey, do you have a rifle?
No, I got something better. I got something better. Jack, I've been saving this.
What?
Yeah.
What is this thing? Ask for a rifle. What is this?
Yeah, it kills aliens. Yeah, I bought it online, deep web.
That's certainly convenient for us. All right, here we go. Hey, will you be my spotter?
Oh my God, it'd be my honor. Let's go kill these motherfuckers.
Let's do this.
Where are they?
I don't know. I think they're coming. Yeah, looks like they might be coming from right over here.
Yeah. Looks like I see their fucking ship. Let's get them. They're not gonna get to that button, Jack.
Nope, they will not get to that button.
Is that one of them? Yeah. Black helmet, Carhartt khaki. He's walking right at you. Go ahead and pep it up. Yep. That's it, Jack Carr. That's it, Jack Carr. You killed that son of a bitch. Oh, there's another one. He looks the exact same, a little taller, a little bit more awkward. A little more awkward? Yeah. He's in the same spot, though. Go ahead and get him. Go ahead. Yeah, there it is. Good hit, Jack Carr.
Oh, two down.
Two dead aliens. Not on our watch. Oh, he came down backwards. This one's showing you his back. No respect.
No respect.
Kind of a disrespectful alien here as he drags his carcass around. Looks different. Oh, all three of them stacked up. Nice. Jack Carr slaying aliens. Oh, there's one more. It's a big one.
Oh, he looks like an eater.
He is an eater.
Oh, man.
This must be their supreme commander. Look at the size. He's looking at you, Jack. He's coming at you, Jack. He's coming at us, Jack. Get his big ass, Jack. Boom. This guy's trying to take down our planet. Go the fuck out. That's it, Jack Carr. Go back to where you came from, you sack of shit! Hey, good work, dude. Amazing. That was awesome. I mean, they were gonna fucking come in here. I mean, they just popped up and they just shot him right in the fucking head.
I don't know. Good thing we saw that newscast when we did.
Well, that's why they do the live alert. I don't know. Did we know that? That's still.
I feel like that should have been disclosed when we bought this place.
The legit. Let's go in and talk to the boys.
Amazing, let's do it.
What a life you live.
Man, I'm just glad you had this rifle and I had those binos. What are the odds of that? I mean,
I could see them.
Good thing I carry those with me everywhere I go.
The big one at the end really ate some fucking pain.
Yeah, I feel like he stopped somewhere on the way in for a snack.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Are we good?
What do you think, boys? Fucking Jack Carr's here. that's not enough reason to buy his new book, I don't know what is. Fucker just saved the earth. And nobody would have known about it if it didn't just so happen to happen right here with all these cameras. Thank you, Jack Carr. Thank you, Jack Carr.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Three-time World Saver Jack Carr has done it again. We're all mind-blown that a global attack always seemingly happens when Jack Carr comes to the Thunderdome. But boy, we're thankful he's always there to save us all. On that note, Jack Carr's new book, Cry Havoc, is available now. It's a Vietnam-era thriller and the 8th installment of the multiple-time New York Times best-selling series Terminal List. Hell yeah, Jack Carr. Hell yeah.
All right, boys, I gotta do this bullshit Zoom. Yeah.
We're muted. It feels like this guy's got a lot of energy and no fucking idea what he's talking about.
Nice. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. We're muted, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hello, brother. Thank you for making time this morning. I can't wait to hear what you're pitching, man. I can't wait to hear about it.
First and foremost, huge fan, Mr. McAfee. I know you're busy. I'll get right to the point. As a company that prides itself on being on the bleeding edge of our industry, we want to be in the Pat McAfee business.
Okay.
We believe we have the bandwidth, externally and internally, to take the existing Pat McAfee brand and make it the most sought-after property in media with simple, actionable items that we'll achieve by thinking outside the box, just like you would, Mr. McAfee.
Yeah, you nailed it, I think. You know, it's McAfee. You know that?
Like the antivirus?
Yes, but they're not just an antivirus. They're a scam detection, fraud detection. They're a safe surfing provider. And they'll secure your network whenever you're on public Wi-Fi. And yes, it's McAfee, not McAfee. And they're the greatest tag team partner for anybody in the digital space. What the fuck?
It's more than an antivirus, and we love that. It's more than an antivirus, they have no bad.
Happy New Year. Okay, listen, 2026 is going to be your greatest year, but it's also going to be your safest year digitally because you are going to download the McAfee app that looks just like this. Boom! Once you download the app, bang! You sign up. McAfee will automatically check your system if it's safe, check your Wi-Fi if it's safe, and they'll see if there's been any breaches of your name out there in the deep, scary web.
I'm the government, you see? You better pay me. I'm the DMV. I need your social security number. The IRS. Just click the link to me. You better click the link. You better send me money. If you don't, you're going to jail.
That's the one you're looking for. The scam detector. All you do is click that button, and then it'll take you to a page where you either screenshot a message that you received, or you copy and paste and put it in here, and it'll let you know if it's a scam or not. Or click this button right here and enable an automatic scan detection for scams in your emails and your text messages. Basically, this app and this page is about to save you and your digital self for all of 2026 and beyond. McAfee, more than an antivirus.
We have an opportunity to give away $75,000 to a kid named Daniel Villasenor.
Absolutely.
You're a sophomore, correct?
Yeah.
What is your major?
Civil engineering.
Okay, so what's that mean? What is civil engineering?
I don't really know.
Have you ever kicked a ball before?
I have.
When? Were you a soccer player?
Soccer player, yeah.
Okay, how were you at kicking soccer balls? Pretty good?
I was okay. I was good.
Have you ever said anything negative about football kickers?
Maybe once or twice.
Daniel! Damn, Daniel, we don't need that. You make a field goal here from 33 yards uphill. You're the civil engineer. You'd have to tell me, I think it's about a 40-yard kick. If you're able to do that, we will give you $75,000.
All right.
He's got no laces.
Yeah, what do we got going here? Can we get a shot of the shoes?
What time?
Hey, a shot of the shoes.
Daniel showed up in his Vans with no laces. What time did you get here for this?
About 11:40 last night.
You need a lot of power.
Good luck, Daniel. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. Wait a second. Just like everything this morning, that was a surprise. We did not expect that. Let's go. We got to do one more kick for $100,000. You got this, dude. Let's go. How about this, Daniel? How about this, Daniel? Not only is this one for $100,000, if you make it, we'll add another $100,000 to the $500,000 donation we're about to make from College Game Day to the hurricane relief. It could be $600,000 if you make this, with $100,000 going into your pocket. Daniel, this is bigger than you. Let's make a kick, bro. Way to overcome the shoes here. That was a heck of an effort. Come on, you got this. In Berkeley, California. You got it. Oh! Let's go. Proud of you, buddy. Hell yeah. Great job. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. All right. What just happened? Are you kidding me? It's 11:40 he was there. I know. 600,000 to hurricane relief. 100,000 to Daniel. What a morning in Berkeley. Way to go, Daniel. Hey. Why? Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers. You pig! Damn it! Your friend tell a friend something nice could change their life. And welcome back to beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. The home of Team USA baseball training camp. Hour 3 begins now. Sports are the greatest, and we're so incredibly lucky that we are a sports program, because moments only happen every once in a while where an entire country comes together and say, yeah, let's beat the hell out of them. We fell into the Olympics. It started with Quad God. A lot of us started watching the Quad God late at night on ice do things that the world had never seen. Then he lost, and we all said, wait a minute. Is American greatness suffering? Are we not going to be able to climb to the top of the mountain whenever it comes to competition in sports, whenever the United States of America is competing with the rest of the world? And then all of a sudden, Michaela Schifrin says, we got it. Then Ferrara on the half pipe says, I got your back.
Yeah.
Then the bobsled story says, yeah, this land that was made for you and me does create the greatest athletes on earth. And obviously the women's and the men's hockey team take down our biggest rival in Canada in overtime, in the gold medal matches. And all of a sudden, the United States of America isn't this little suffering little boo-hoo country.
No.
All of a sudden, we are the American swagger sports country that we are.
Hell yeah.
And that leads right into what's about to happen with this Team USA baseball. They're in the World Baseball Classic. And it might not be something that people hold in such regard as the Olympics or as the World Cup, but at one point they will, because this is the Olympics for baseball. Baseball, America's pastime, obviously, but currently, Japan, reigning champs of the World Baseball Classic.
That's right.
Shohei Ohtani and the boys have come in and really taken over this baseball like a wildfire, like a firestorm. And the boys from the United States of America, who grew up throwing a rock and hitting a rock on this great land, said, nope. We are signing up. Captain America, Aaron Judge, watched World Baseball Classic a few years ago when Shohei struck out Trout and said, nah, it ain't going to be like that. Bryce Harper watched and said, I don't think we're going to let this happen anymore. Paul Skenes, young legend and icon, youngest, most talented guy since insert beginning of baseball, said America's competing. I would like to play for them.
Yeah.
Cal Raleigh, you name it. It's a who's who of baseball players that signed up to say, we ain't letting Team USA lose in this thing. And I'll tell you, the Dominican Republic is stacked.
Oh, yeah.
Japan is stacked. And I think what you're about to witness from now until March 17th is a bunch of people coming together around a sport that maybe not all of us watch, but we do love, strictly because our country is about to do its thing. Odds-on favorite is us.
Yeah.
And certainly a lot of pressure. The hockey teams just won. A lot of pressure. But these boys are built for it. These boys are ready for it. And all of it starts today out here at the San Francisco Giants baseball training facility. Papago is the name. And I'll tell you what, we loved that we go here. The Talks Tables here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Con man, how's your patriotism boner feeling?
Pretty amazing. You mentioned Japan. That's a good baseball team. But we got the best baseball team, okay? There's a big difference.
That is a good baseball team.
It's a good baseball team.
That's a good baseball team.
And that is unarguable. But you see what Kershaw showed up in? I mean, are you freaking kidding me? There aren't vibes like that pouring out of Japan. I know that for a fact. From the bandana to the, basketball, lacrosse penny, whatever the hell it was, he looked phenomenal. I couldn't imagine what the vibes are inside that locker room, looking around like, oh, Aaron Judge is here. Oh, Kyle Schwarber's here. Oh, Bryce Harper's here. Paul Skenes.
Oh, my God. Look at that ass. I know that ass. That's Cal Raleigh's dumper.
That's a big dumper. Oh, wait, no, that's the biggest dumper. Okay? So we know Japan doesn't have those tools, and I just can't wait to actually watch them play. I think it's going to be really fun to watch them just beat the piss out of Brazil.
Why?
I didn't know Brazil played baseball. Beat the piss out of Italy.
Why?
Beat the piss out of Mexico.
Why?
And then let's go to the quarterfinals.
Nah, we got to play Great Britain, too. You already skipped them.
See, I don't even think, when I think of USA, I don't even think Great Britain. They're not even on the radar when it comes to sports, when it comes to anything.
Something happened.
Their tea's still in the bottom of the Boston Harbor, baby. Yeah, they are completely out of my mind, out of sight, out of mind. But, yeah, it's going to be very cool to watch all these studs play on the same team.
Ty Schmidt, baseball guy, obviously our baseball guy. Passon not here.
Yeah, what's that about?
Congrats to him. He just signed a new deal. That's a good decision. That's a good decision to sign Passon to a new deal.
Yeah.
We're very appreciative of him. He has a fantasy baseball draft that happens with the boys 15, 20 years on this particular day. Mm-hmm. We wish he would be out here. We assume in the future he'll be here, but congrats to him on the new deal. But for baseball, not only are we getting back, I know pitchers and catchers report and there's like a slow rollout. World Baseball Classic is boom, baseball is back right at the beginning of the season. It's like Daytona 500 starting out first for NASCAR.
Yeah, and I think, I could understand why people in years past maybe aren't 1,000% on board with watching these games, because it's just a weird time for baseball to be on. Usually there's not meaningful baseball on at this time. So if you're not like a baseball purist and you love it, you kind of be like, all right, whatever. Like if we make the championship, I'll consider it. But look at the guys we've had on the set today. And the way they've talked about it, it does mean more this year. Not that it didn't mean, a lot in the past, but they're ready. This is not Japan's game. This is our game. So, yeah, household names who, if you don't watch baseball, a lot of the guys on this team, and you're instantly you're just more willing to be like, you know what, yeah, I'll watch a lineup that has Judge and Schwarber and Cal Raleigh and all these guys back to back to back. Outside of the All-Star game, and even that's kind of something where people don't really care about. This means something. So I'm so excited, and that's the best part too, is we don't have to wait. It starts this week. So, we're ready to go. And, yeah, there is no situation in my mind where we are not beating the shit out of every team in pool play and then ultimately winning this whole thing.
Tone, how can I profit off this if I wanted to gamble on it? Obviously, USA's odds-on favorites, so feels like that's always an easy bet. Minus 110, you can still get some good money. Not as much as Brazil gets some hot bats. They'll obviously hit. Is there other things that we need to be looking at as we gamble on this World Baseball Classic?
Yeah, so as I went through it, it's really, you can bet on it. You'll be able to bet on it game by game. So those odds aren't out yet, but as they go on, you will be able to. And then obviously each pool, there's 4 different pools. You can bet on who's going to win that pool. The favorites in those pools are USA, Japan, Dominican. I can't remember who the fourth favorite is, but you can bet on the pools. You bet on single games. I haven't seen anything like home run leaders for the tournament or anything like that.
Puerto Rico.
Yes, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, you could go pool play right now, single games, and then overall -110 for the America is probably the best bet.
9-year NFL vet Darius J. Butler is here. D-Butch. It came out. What was the number that DraftKings said today is live betting? Like 50-some% of their money is like live betting. This does feel like a sport we can watch first couple innings, see how the boys are buzzing. I think there's going to be pressure. I know we're playing Brazil. Baseball is such like a little. There could be pressure early, or the boys could come out and just demolish D-Bud.
Yeah, based on what Todd's telling me, I don't think we'll see any pressure. I think it'll be some tune-up games early, and that'll bode well for later in the games, getting these matchups, the big matchups, the household names that we know from the other countries as well. So I can't wait for those games, and I am a huge live bettor in all sports.
Yeah, you got to get a look at what's going on.
Got to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see who's going to show up, especially if you can see who's going to show up and then gamble on that. 54% of 2025 sports betting handle came from live bets per their investor presentation, in which I think they gave out a lot of stats and a lot of numbers about how their business operates. Shout out to DK. Shout out to us wanting to see it first.
Yeah.
That we want to see it.
Smart.
It's probably a good thing, too. We can't name a single player on Brazil, and we look at the names on Brazil, and we go, they're from Brazil?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I didn't know that was Brazil's team, but they might have a squad.
Yeah, they might.
And it might be a little bit of a dogfight. We'll find out. There's a person that can tell us the value of every single player in every single game that's going to be taking place in the World Baseball Classic. There's a man that has been running baseball behind the scenes for a long time, and I believe he actually was a former football punter and also a little bit of a baseball player.
Okay.
So anytime ex-athletes go ahead and take over a business, I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who owns the Boras Corporation, super agent Scott Boras.
Yeah.
Scotty! Sir, how you doing? That's a good handshake. That's $1 million handshake. Yeah, not as good as you, dude. Not as good as you, I'll tell you that.
This man's a pleasure.
Hey, I'll tell you that. Scott, you look phenomenal, dude. You look really cool. You want to put that on? You go. I'll put it on you. You want to put it on? You're Scott Boras. I'll do that. Oh, you tell me. How's that?
Oh, I'm privileged. A lot of stars wore this today, didn't they?
Yes. Well, you probably got them all paid. Can you tell me exactly how much money has had that headset on? No, with yours on there, with you here, we are very, very appreciative. Obviously, you represent baseball business. Anytime there's a big contract coming, your name is looming around it. Can we talk a little bit about Scooble? Okay, because he's the big one next. Scooble, obviously pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, one of the greatest of all time. It came out that he'll be pitching in one of these games during the World Baseball Classic. I thought that was a bad idea. Might have been you that leaked that. I think that makes Scooble look bad. I think we should just have D-Rose say, hey, he's in the middle of something, whatever the case. But with how much money's on the line with every single pitch, how do you view World Baseball Classic for your clients? Because I think for baseball, this is good. I think this is all inevitably good for baseball. Business-wise, how do you view World Baseball Classic?
Well, the first thing is players receive the call because they're invited. And so the idea of what they do after they're invited is then the issue. And you've got loyalty to your fan base and in the city you play for, your management, your coaches, your owners who pay you. And so one of the real problems we have is that unlike hockey, which turned out to be was that tremendous? It was like, and you get to wear a gold medal, and it's a true representation of what Olympics and diversity and collectiveness and understanding of nations is all about. And I think we need to consider and look at that because that's something that baseball is really international because we have Asia, we have Korea, Japan, Taiwan, we have a lot of South American countries, the Dominican, Puerto Rico, that are playing this sport, and they've done it for generations. So the game is part of them. And so we have hockey, which you really look at is really a European and Canadian and American sport, but look what it generated. So we have the opportunity, I think, in the Olympic theater to really address the idea that players are they're ready to perform where they know that it's not going to be injurious to the team, to the owners, and there's less risk with it rather than potentially doing it at points where they're not built up yet, and that's the issue.
Okay, so I was part of a pitch to Logan Webb with Ross, and the one thing he told me to tell her, because we were on a bus, and he wanted me to go pitch Logan Webb, because I think there is some business happening with Logan Webb as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is. And the entire thing he wanted to tell me is, we're telling all these guys that they just got to move up their training. Like, we're telling these guys to move. Much easier say than actually do because of routine. But he said the big fear is that you get hurt in World Baseball Classic. But what they learned from injuries of the past is that guys that didn't really shift their training would go into World Baseball Classic, and then their juices would get them into a moment that their arm or their body wasn't ready for. From your understanding, from your clients that are playing in this everything, everybody feels like they're ready for World Baseball Classic for best baseball, right? So trying to put themselves in the most safe situation, at least, so we can compete at the highest level.
I think the thing you must do is athletes, professional athletes, and anybody who's played pro sports, we're about routine, and it's about that routine that works for you. It's an individual routine. So you have managers, team trainers, you have all the people off the field that are close to the player, all those things unify to just say, we received notice now months in advance. How do we prepare for this, and what can we do, and what are through studies, when do you reach your optimum? When do you really become who you are that makes you great? And for a lot of the pitchers, their command, what they do, their buildup is much different in June, July, and August and September than it is in the early, even in the initial parts of the major league season. So our sport kind of and we have all the studies from prior WBCs where we've seen performance gradients, deficits, we've seen injuries with pitching, we've seen all these things from early ramp-ups that interrupt the routine. So we have to consider all of that in the calculation of the best interest for our country, the best interest for the teams they play for, the owners they play for, their teammates, their managers, and of course the player and his family.
Yeah, let's find that insurance. Go ahead, Ty.
I'm just curious, going away from the World Baseball Classic, I don't think there's anyone better to ask about, everything we're hearing with a potential lockout and everything that's happening with the MLB, with the Dodgers. In your opinion, how real do you think that whole situation is? And what would you say to people who, like fans who are very, very worried that, hey, we're going to have a baseball season this year, but then there is a very good chance that we might not have one, or we might have a shortened one, a year from now?
I've been through about 11 CBA negotiations, and you worried about the 76 Reds. We worried about the 2000 Yankees. And there are purposes and reasons that talent runs professional sports. It's talent driven. And when you have Posada, and you have Bernie Williams, and you have Jeter, and you have Rivera, you have five players of great distinction show up in 96. All of a sudden you realize I can go sign veteran free agent pitching. I don't have to pay the young players, and all of a sudden I've got a unit that's going to allow me to supersede the talent level of the league for maybe 7 to 8 years. Now let's fast forward that. Do we change the system, or do we understand that it's talent, intellect, and acquisition, or good fortune? Because a lot of those players were lower round draft picks. And so we go to the Dodgers and we look at the fact that, look, they went in and said, I got Ohtani. Ohtani is an elite talent, maybe one of the greatest talents we've ever seen. Plus, he brings $250 to $300 million in revenue to my franchise. Every team in baseball had an opportunity to sign this player. Every team. And they had an opportunity to go out and say, this is what we get to do. Now, the Dodgers signed him. And, remember that 13 years before that, the Dodgers are in bankruptcy in a major market in L.A. They got a TV subsidy. Things were so bad for them. And so now, is it the system or no? Because that same system was in operation when the Dodgers were in bankruptcy, that is, it is today.
Okay, so you, obviously, $15 billion, I think, is the number in contracts. Thank you for what you've done. You are potentially one of the biggest drivers of we got something good here that every other league wishes they had. It is kind of how every other player looks at it. Like the baseball deals are kind of what we need to be looking at as a whole. And you say anybody could have signed Shohei Ohtani. In theory, that's accurate. But the Pittsburgh Pirates are never going to sign Shohei Ohtani. So Pittsburgh Pirates fans, amongst others, are like, isn't there some sort of something we need to do to maybe bridge the gap to force our team to try, if that makes sense? How do you what are your kind of thoughts on that? And who's fighting against your thoughts on what you're saying here? Who is openly battling against you?
The common bridge that is used in every CBA is there's a lack of parity. But the truth of the matter is, when you take the Elite Eight of performers over the last 5 years, who makes the Elite Eight? Well, baseball offers that to almost over 70% of the teams. In the NFL, it's 56%. In the NBA, it's 63%. So parity is something that is more foremost in a non-cap system than in a cap system, and we can demonstrate that over time. So the next step of it is that when we come through and do this, is that what salary caps do, in my mind, is it makes bad owners a reason to stay in the league. And the reality, because their franchises are artificially appreciating, because the entrance is something that is coveted for reasons that I only have to pay LeBron James 1/3. I just did Juan Soto's contract. Tom Brady and LeBron James combined in their career earnings are less than Juan Soto's contract. Wow. Now, what does that do for a major market? A major market can go out and sign star-level players in these cap leagues and keep them. Because the fact is, their cost is fixed. It's not real. It's not market. So consequently, when it's not market, it allows them to do more, and to do more in major markets than it does in small markets.
Now, on that note, didn't make the playoffs, right? That team?
Yeah.
It didn't make the playoffs, which would be a good counter-argument to everybody saying that the Dodgers, because of how much money they spend, is why they're good. It's like, well, I think the Mets are spending a lot of money, and they're not in there as well. Feels like this is all going to get very loud, and you have seemingly bunch in the chamber to go ahead and discuss on why we don't think it should change. What do you think inevitably becomes the reality of baseball?
I think people forget the Dodgers didn't win their division last year. And by the way, in Game 7, did we really know who the champion was going to be?
No.
So my answer to you is that all this idea that we have dominance, if it was dominance that led to this, the fact is that the game plays so many games, and we have double the content of the NBA.
The game plays so many games.
That's
what
right.
a bar.
And so we have a varietal association with the game where players are taxed due to the fact that there's frequency of play, and that's harder on an athlete. From a media standpoint, we are at a precipice of value in our game. We have the highest media ratings we've ever had. We've had record attendance 5 years in a row. We've had record revenues 5 years in a row. And we're talking about altering a system that provides that.
Who's fighting you? Who is fighting you?
I work for players. And
so who is it? Is it other players? Is it? It's not players.
I can't address. I can only address the customary arguments that are often portrayed about parity.
But who are they? Who are the people that want this to change? The owners, the league?
Well, I would imagine that anyone would covet an ability to where they can go out and take the true stars, the true, minds. I want a system that attracts greatness, and I want owner geniuses to come to our game. If owner geniuses aren't coming to our game, if they're playing checkers, if they're playing chess and they can figure out a way and have the intellectual ability to take and grab a sport and provide through all kinds of different avenues of technology or thought or psychology or preparation, physiology, all of those things create an interest level to the geniuses that can come to our game and provide us with a growth and a measurement of the game that goes so far beyond what it is today.
Yeah, and zoology too, because there's just animals out there. Just so many animals out there. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Cannot have another lockout.
No.
Cannot have another lockout, especially with what you're talking about with ratings and game. They get rid of the pitch clock or lower the pitch clock. The games are faster. You got more ratings. You got more higher ticketing and all that stuff. And then if you go away, that's like a death blow potentially. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, talk about genius and dominance. You've been dominating the agent space, and obviously that's great for the players. What led you to this? When did you know you were going to be an agent, and what was kind of the origin story of Scott Boras?
When you are a young athlete, as we all can remember, the coaches come pick you up. You're always playing with the older players. And then you go and you do well at every level. And in baseball, you show up to spring training, and you see that, wait a minute, what I thought those 5 tools were, maybe you got 1 or 2. and then it starts to go, and then you do well, and things are going well, and then boom, knee operation, another one and another one. You're sitting in a hospital bed, and you remember what your organic chemistry professor said to you. I promise you that you will do more with what goes on above your shoulders than what goes on below. And I never forgot that, and went back to law school, and was going to go into I have a medical background in pharmacology, and I was going to go into legal medicine, and decided, and then my teammates called, and I had the great fortune of representing Keith Hernandez and Bill Cottle and all these greats of that era, and won a few arbitration cases and realized that I get to live the life that I love, which has always been this game.
Yeah, you're a punter, ex-punter as well?
As a punter, kicker in high school, that kind of thing. Defensive back.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we got a bigger back pedal? We got a good back? Yeah.
3 interceptions in one game.
Yeah, not a bad athlete. As soon as I walked out there, he goes, Pat, good to see you, because I got a chance to meet you at the All-Star game in the back. It was awesome to see you. Hey, I just want to let you know, as a career 290 hitter and ex-punter, that back, I'm a lefty, so you would have to do the opposite. You need to get that knee inside of that foot, so you're already kind of cocked with the hips. That's literally, as soon as I saw him, that was immediately what he went into. I think that's actually a good advice.
Well, remember, I've watched Clayton pitch. I have the privilege of it sitting in the front row of Dodger Stadium for years, so I figured he's going to put that slider right on your back foot, so you better have those hips cocked.
Yeah, there's a potential rib shot coming too. I don't know how that's going to help, but anytime we see ex-athletes go on to do great shit, we love it. So good luck in there. You talked about arbitration. Once again, not in the baseball world, haven't been in the baseball world. That's fascinating. I don't think I fully understand what arbitration is. I know it's a massive piece of your world. Skubal, obviously, arbitration was a big conversation. And from my understanding of Skubal, who he is and what baseball is, I just assumed he was going to walk in there and a reasonable person was going to understand that whatever his next deal is, it's about to be absurd. Can you tell me a little bit about where we sit with Skubal, what the arbitration thing is, and what the future looks like for him?
Well, in fairness to everyone involved, is that it's a collective bargaining agreement issue was at hand about how the language was utilized. And there was a theorem on their part that it would connect them to a $19 million value. And there was a theorem on our part that it would connect them to a $32 million value.
Yeah.
And that's the largest gap in arbitration history. I think the largest was $3 million. This was 13. So it was a pretty big theater. We had about 50 lawyers in the room on each side. And,
nice.
And you have
so all of a sudden, that $13 million.
Yeah. You have 3 judges that are there and are very versed in these are labor law lawyers that are quite efficient. They're members of the National Arbitration Association, and they're brilliant men and women that are the service the judges.
We love them, obviously.
And so all of these things are there, and you kind of submit your case for an hour, then the team does, and then you kind of have the rebuttal where for each side, which kind of unfolds a lot of the.
Is Skubal in there?
Oh, he's there. Yeah.
So he has to hear the team that he is way better than say, nah, I think it's 19, this guy.
Yeah.
We won't give him $1 more than that.
Chance.
He has to listen to it. Isn't that set up for...
No, it's great because on our side, they have it's like a T, and they have their table and our table. And as they're saying things about Scoob, I see the table rising. So it was all I knew I had the right guy on our side. So
absolutely.
No doubt,
Skubal, okay, in our profession, new quarterbacks up, that's been pretty good. We got new. Mm-hmm. For you, I assume every deal is a new Skubal is going to set the mark now? Like, that is just how it goes? Every guy's looking to set the mark? And tell me about these deferred payments that the Dodgers are doing that is kind of changing the game. Has this always been available, and why is this the way it is now?
Well, I think that the Dodgers have a financial plan that fits their element, and what you have to do is the net present value, the NPV as we call it. And you sit down and look at it, because a lot of people talk about deferrals, but there's also pay a lot of money up front too. So when you go to look at the NPV and how you do things, it just depends from organization to organization. Some don't like that, some do, and my point is that you should look at your ownership, look at what fits for you, and the idea of it is you're going to create value in a dynamic that has a calculus, a meeting of the minds point that allows you to do a deal, because each side has the appropriate barometer to say what's the value. And so, however teams do it, but the truth of a player who's an elite player is that when you step into the market, that demand becomes something where I can't get a player like this for what period of years. And it might be as many as 4 or 5. And even if I do, there's only one other player that can fulfill that performance level that allows me to optimize my championship goals. And we know that with number 1 starters, that we know that they place you in a position where he creates not only his performance, but he also creates the shade for the development of young players. He also creates for recruiting of other players. It creates a centric to it that allows for championship behavior, and there's a lot of proof on that. And that's why the demand for elite players of like a Skubal or like a Soto are so great, because they know the formulation allows to achievement of their goals.
Yeah, here's the jersey sales, okay? Here's what primetime games pull in. But also, what about the shade of lifting up all the other boys, too? What about the recruiting process? See, you see, these are the things that are considered priceless. And on that note, I need $765 million. I love everything about it. Go ahead, Tone.
Yeah, Scott, I had a question about, obviously, the salary cap. I'm not sure that's ever going to happen, but don't you think, or do you think it would ever happen, it'd be good for baseball, that there would be a salary floor? So we don't have teams who are spending $30 million a year, $50 million a year.
The Pirates just got to 1/7 of Soto's deal for a yearly thing. We're from Pittsburgh.
So, yeah,
you hear us, Scott?
We're frustrated, Scott, but do you ever think that they would go for a salary floor, or that would work?
You know, when I hear about salary floors, it relates to golf.
Yeah.
You know, which I love and not very good at. But the fact of the matter is, when you're on the tee box and you have the guy that hits it down the middle, and then you have the guy that hits it off the fairway, the guy that hits it off the fairway is going to get penalized for that. So when you step off the fairway, you know the game rules are that you're not going to get the reward that the person who does it appropriately right down the middle. And the thing is that the device of what and how we govern the game, I think we need to reward teams that hit it in the fairway. We need to reward them with greater draft picks. We need to reward them with less luxury tax. We need to do all of these things. And we also need to understand that if you're not competitive after a period of years, then the penalties, I should say, the lack of rewards don't come to you. And then all of a sudden, financially, that impacts your franchise value and impacts what you do, so that there's some internal governance of ownership performance. Players are graded every day. We all are graded every day, are we not?
Yeah.
I mean, look at you guys. Look where you've been. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's
something.
this is the Walter Cronkite of hard news coming in 15 years. And so the idea of all that is that you're talking about how we as a game make sure we attract the genius owners. How do we do it? We've done it in our country throughout, whether it be medicine, science, and what impacts it's had in our country, bringing in all the people that are of various talents to this great country. And the same thing has to be true of owners, so that the operation of the game is something that we're seeking elite, and we're also really monitoring and have a barometer for those who have proven not to be league worthy. And until we get that in place, until everyone has guarantees without evaluation of performance and competitiveness, until then, I think the league suffers.
Well said.
You talk about to be good enough for the league standard. Who's the owner of the Pirates?
Nutting.
Have you ever negotiated with him? Never.
I've talked to Bob a couple times, yes.
But he's never negotiated with you?
No.
This guy's got $15 billion in contracts, and he never even talked to one of the owners.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we're talking about here. Yeah. You're saved in his phone as "we will not do business with."
Yeah, do not
Can't
answer.
afford business with this guy. Can you think about the city of Pittsburgh, though? I want you to think about me whenever you have this all going on. I think I would have been a very good baseball player. I have a strong arm, fat ass, pretty good hand-eye coordination in there. I think I would have been good for baseball culture. But because I was in Pittsburgh, where the ownership did not care about baseball, it just didn't even crack into my world about being something I cared about. I think that's not good for baseball. Obviously we go on to have this and this entire thing, but I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one in a lot of these cities where it's like baseball isn't even really a thing, because that's why I think World Baseball Classic matters. A lot. I think it matters a lot. But whenever you're in there doing your shit, I would like you to think about little young me. back there in Pittsburgh or in Cincinnati or in Detroit.
Yeah.
Or, well, I guess Detroit's kind of doing its thing, and you are thinking about one of them now. But, like, in those cities as well. And if it is, like, get these owners out of the league, we would back it completely. We would be very much behind that.
I think, I operate under the guidance of players, and they do have geographical likes. It's not always just about the most money. They have family, they have measurements, they have winning desires. They have a lot of things on their plate that can attract them to a franchise. And we also know that in sport, how many times have we seen a franchise that was not very good, and because of talent, it became very good, and then players wanted to go there. That's the recruitment part. And so the point of it is, I think when you're looking at this, you have to say, this is like restaurants. The Yankees in the 90s were the place to be. The Dodgers weren't. The Yankees had the chefs. They had the elite menu. They had everything they wanted.
Such good half-price apps.
And then, the Dodgers were a pub. Back then, they were the local pub
with no live music.
Yeah, they didn't. They just didn't have it.
Yeah.
And so now they have the elite chefs. They have the menu. They have an international course that everybody attracts to. So all of a sudden, you say, how do you create that? And then how you create that is with investment, ideas, and bringing together the genius that can take a market of 4 or 5 million people and optimize it.
Execution too. Go ahead, con man.
Yeah, Scott, you've been a fan of the game for so long. How do you feel the state of baseball is right now? A lot of new things coming in, challenging balls and strikes, the ABS system, the pitch clock. Are you kind of, hey, that new stuff sucks? Or how do you feel about kind of the transition into that era?
Well, the most important thing for me is that, I have our own training staff. We have our own training facilities. We have a medical review staff. We have to review doctors in the same way we review players to determine who's optimal so that our clients can get not the best doctor in 50 miles, but the best doctor in the world. So you have to have medical care understood because the white coats are out here. They're always around these ballparks. They sit over here. They're hunting for professional athletes. And anybody who's played, you all know, all of us have had those injuries. That's it. And so the next phase of it, I think, has to be clearly that if we love this game, we have to grow it to its potential. And how we do that is that, remember, we have hockey in Nashville. We have hockey in Florida. Go back 15 years.
Yeah, it's they back to back to back to back.
So now there are 4 teams going to be in Japan. There's going to be 2 in Korea. We're going to attract, one in Taiwan. We're going to have a whole Pacific division someday, as soon as we figure out jet travel. So when we link all these things, we're going to have 200 million people that have been playing baseball for generations, and they're going to want to link to the MLB at the highest level. So all these markets are available for us. And remember, the greatest thing about baseball for media rights is that we have doubled the content of the NBA and the NHL. And by that is that all these entities that want to market their product and have an association, they have the ability to take live contact where the mystery is unknown. The wonderful thing about baseball is that bad can beat good on any day. There is it's not like the NBA where you got 2 great players. You're probably not going to win much if you don't have those 2 great players. But in baseball, that one pitcher on a team that's not very good can go out and beat you. So you never know the outcome. I think that's going to be great for gaming. It's going to be great for people that look at this because the diagnostics of our game are so difficult to determine victory. And I only say that. I sat in Dodger Stadium in Game 5, and everybody thought the Dodgers are going to dominate the Blue Jays. And then you're in Toronto in Game 7, and I got to tell you, that 7th inning, I had no idea, right? And I've been in this game a long time. I had no idea. You really did. I mean, I think they're going to make that catch. I think the ball's going to stick in the wall. I think all these irregularities are going to happen. Our game offers so much variability that it creates really a moment of, I think, attraction that people who've invested in it and as a fan, they've watched it and they've looked at it, that we just have so much content. We should be widely more successful in our media rights, and if our media rights are correctly compensated, then all the ills of this bargaining they're talking about are just completely different.
It's going to take a lot. It's a lot of contracts, obviously, because your local rights are a big deal, and those are all kind of getting swallowed up right now as they speak. So how much do they roll into the future? All the different streaming platforms. I know you guys had an Apple deal. I assume everybody else is going to want to get involved. You said a good thing about your game. Not only you have more content, which is 700 games or whatever the case is. We're going to run forever, and the games shorter than they were. Games are shorter than they were with the pitch. And you said anybody can win on any night. Brazil can't beat us, right?
No.
Great Britain can't beat us.
No way.
Mexico can't beat us. Italy can't beat us.
What?
Dominican can't beat us.
What?
Cuba can't beat us.
What?
Puerto Rico can't beat us.
What?
Canada can't beat us.
What?
Japan can't beat us.
What?
Is that how we're thinking, looking at the World Baseball Classic?
I say the probabilities are damn in our favor.
Yeah. Really good probability. Go ahead, D-Bud.
I got a question. First of all, this has been a great conversation, I know, for me as far as baseball goes. But do you have any aspirations for ownership? Do you want to own a team in MLB?
Yeah, you're getting close. We tried to do the percentages.
No, you sit down with parents, and when you're a parent and you sit down and everything that young man is telling you from 18 on is, as a lawyer, it's in your heart, it's in your mind. And being a fiduciary from day one, I would never cross that line because I made a commitment to care for them from the beginnings of their career. And if you transferred ownership for me, that would be a deviation from that commitment. And I, as an attorney, I would never want to breach my fiduciary relationship with the players that have allowed me to be in an environment where you're sitting here and you know, I mean, this is the best I've ever looked on a baseball field. I'm sitting here.
I mean, have you seen this? Have you seen this? So that's Scott right there. Scott is running that gym. He's Cajun, man. He's from down there. I don't know if you've seen the zooms he's got. He got the
been very good.
You got the Papago Buttes behind you. You got this long. You got a jacket on with a long sleeve on. You're the coolest customer I've seen because it is hot, scorching hot out here. I mean, it's scorching hot out here. You just play it cool all the time, huh?
But I think I think the attitude is that when you get to stay in the game, and you get to be around the game, and you know, for reasons I don't represent any of the players in any other sport because I want families to know that we're 24/7 studying what your son does, how to make him get better, what to do, because it helps the owners. We invest millions of dollars in the idea of their training, monitor them, and that means psychology as well. We've done all these things that are unique to optimizing the talent so the game can get better, and for me, it's just a wonderful world, really blessed by it because of that commitment to those boys.
Yeah, and you've blessed a lot of people too. Now, NFL has a cap at 3% for the agents. What is it for you guys? Just so I can start doing math every time I see it.
Well, like I say, I think when the minute you talk caps, you're talking that genius runs south.
Well done.
The
answer, lawyer.
Yep.
Answer, Mr. Lawyer.
I think you want the best people in the game, and you want people there for reasons, and everybody should make their own judgments about what's right for them, and what value they have and what they do, what the quality is. Because a lot of this business in the agency world is about personality. We try to make it about quality and qualifications, and that's what you have to show in what you do and how you do it. And if we become great friends because we're trusted, because you have quality and you have qualification and you have commitment to who they are and what they do. And then the relationships become really, really remarkable and long-lasting, too.
Yeah, well, you've done a fantastic job, obviously. Good luck on all of it. We can't have a lockout, okay?
No.
So we're putting that on your ass. Okay, we're putting that on you. Good luck with everything.
I'll relay that to Rob for you.
Thank you.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, make sure you do. And we appreciate you so much for taking the time. And the Scooble situation, fascinated to see how that all rolls out, because there's a guy back in the truck, Foxy's from Detroit. Boy, he loves Scooble. And when it went to arbitration, whenever I think we heard the numbers 19 and 32, I think everybody in Detroit was like, give him 30.
Yeah, give him 50.
Give him whatever we need there. So that's an interesting dynamic. So Foxy would like to get you to get that to figure out, I think. Right, Foxy?
Yeah, spot on. Let's just keep him in Detroit, whatever it takes. Get him a percentage of the Tigers if we have to do that. We need Scooble in Detroit.
Good.
Scott, I want to let you know the picture we used for your graphic down there on the left, that is nowhere near how cool you look right now.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
I think you need to steal a photo from today or whatever you got going on and run with that forever with the Boras Corp. And thank you so much for taking time out of your life to join us. We appreciate you.
And thank you all. And I hope this entity stays in sport and is around baseball fields a lot more often, because I know hard news and late nights coming. So please, guys, try to stay in the game.
That's what he told me. Right after he told me about the activate the knee a little bit so we can have a little hip call. And then he said, news is going to become calling for you. And same with late night. He said, we need you in sports, buddy. And I'm like, I ain't fucking looking at any of that. Don't you worry about that. Late night, they're just trying to do YouTube and news. A lot of news. I don't know if I need to do that. But what we do know is that people like you looking out for athletes is a beautiful thing. We appreciate the hell out of you, ladies and gentlemen. Super Agent Scott Boras. Thank you. And on that note, Scott, we're going to get out of here. We're going to enjoy the hell out of the training. That's right. Don't leave yet, Scott. You're going to be with us here for this. I'm actually going to ask you to speak here in a second. We're going to get out of here and go watch the boys train. This is their only training, I do believe, before this entire thing starts. Coach D-Row, Skipper D-Row, whatever the hell the words is in baseball, he's giving them a speech, getting them rally. We're going to get a chance to watch Bryce Harper. Same with Aaron Judge. A couple of the boys pitch. It's a dream come true. We can't thank MLB enough for allowing us to be out here. Shout out to the San Francisco Giants for making room for everything taking place. And Arizona, once again, you continue to be the greatest place on earth every time we come out here. Thank you so much. Let's watch these boys win. Let's continue the USA American swagger in sports. And let's remind everybody that this land creates the greatest athletes that have ever been created. We're so incredibly lucky we get to do this. We'll be back tomorrow live from Indianapolis. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change your life. We're in this thing together. Team on me. Scott, anything to say to the group? You, Scott, anything to say to the group?
I do. Is that greatness is a part of you as long as you do what? Seek it.
That's all.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Team on me, team on three. We'll see you tomorrow. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye.
All right.